Alright, managed to get an early start this time. Well, earlier than what's standard in my current sleep schedule. Let's go ahead and finish up ATONE Heart of the Elder Tree. I have a feeling that I'm at around the halfway point, but if not, then honestly, it doesn't really matter because I do fully intend on finishing this game today. So let's load this up. Let's go ahead and get started. So, I didn't really make any progress in my in the main storyline, but I did start up a separate save point up to the point where I last left off of my save, and I unlocked a couple more arena fights. I'm still missing this one. I don't exactly know how to access this. I wonder if this is like, you know, just like some super secret fight that might be on like on the same level as, say, the one from back in that maze earlier. But it looks like we've got like six more fights to go, I guess. So I have a feeling that I'm at around the halfway point. You know, give or take a few minutes, I guess. So let's go ahead and continue. I think this is my let me check. Okay, yeah, this is my stream save point. All right, so let's access this again. All right. Oh yeah, and I also need to like look up exactly what each of these three different symbols mean. I have an idea as to what they could mean. I really wish that they would just flat out say, let's see, the ancient wisdom of the Odal. Now I think the Turs thing, that gift thing down there, I think that's only for opening doors that require it. I'm assuming the second one means, let's see, if it means resilience and strength, I'm assuming that's both, that applies to both defense and attack power? I don't know. I don't think this game even really has, like, attack power. I don't really see how it's necessary. And I still don't know what that top thing is for either. The ancient wisdom of the Odal. Maybe that's tied to, like, knowledge in the storyline or something? I don't know. But we're gonna work with what we have, and then we'll go ahead and continue from here. So let's go ahead and pick up for where we left off, which was this puzzle. Okay, what did it say? Hey, Stromboli, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. You feeling any better today? Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I didn't have the time to read that message you sent me earlier because I, you know, both I had you know, stuff to do, and honestly, I didn't really know exactly how I wanted to, you know, how I wanted to respond. All right, let's see. Highlight the 4 correct squares on the grid. But yeah, it honestly kind of feels like it's been a while. I don't know why. All right, highlight the 4 correct squares in the grid. The 4 correct squares in the grid. Okay, from here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then from here. I'm assuming this is reverse? No? Okay, maybe it's this? No? 2. Oh, I wonder. Oh, wait. Hold on. I think I got it. I had to go backwards. Okay. I was picking up from the wrong place. All right. So yeah, I'm honestly kind of surprised with you know, how many A tiers have been popping up during this event. I actually got a couple of you know, a couple more you know, Pokemon that I've been missing in my my Pokedex. You know, I got my Roaring Moon earlier. I'm so glad that my Timer Ball didn't miss. And the only Paradox Pokemon that I'm missing now is just Iron Valiant. As for the rest of my Pokemon, I'm probably going to try to catch lower level Pokemon with level balls, and then I'll just try to evolve those. I just need to learn what some of the evolution lines are, assuming that I don't catch them during this event, because this event I've noticed that there's been a lot of A tiers spawning, so I'll hold off until that's over. You know, I'm trying to keep a close eye on this event while it's going on, and I think there might be only about 2 weeks left. Hey, Iron. Okay. Please stop this. Come home. Who is she? Who is kin of the sun? Though only comes out at night, as fire causes her tears to shed, for when she's near dying, we cut off her head. A candle? That's the answer, yes. The true sight spell? Yeah, she took the time to think. You're not yourself. I am her, she is me. Together we are not alone, don't you see? Okay, Gruntilda. We've already lost so much. You're a liar, she lies, 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 lies. Sorry for what? Damn. I honestly don't like any of those responses. Honestly, I would probably just tell her to calm down. Nothing behind, only ahead. You do not know what is up there, but we know what is down there. That is enough. When we talk about this inside, it's chilly up here. I feel like crap with the silver lightings. I'm barely moving forward. Alright, well, I guess that's something, to paraphrase Castaway. You never know what the tide may bring. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of the thing. I just don't exactly know how to, you know exactly what it is that I can say that that isn't just, empty calorie slop that you can pretty much just get anywhere. You know what I mean? Let's see. Think lives here. Here to worship our gods. The rocks, perhaps elves. Who knows? This certainly isn't human. Beatrix spoke of their race a few times. They hate humans, do they not? Let's keep it that way. Agreed. Okay. Who sleeps on stone? Idun. Cruel twist of fate. Idun died after consuming a tainted Epli apple during the Great Feast, surpassing both the gods' trust in humanity. OBS, calm down. Alright, okay. Aaron is gone. Ooh, what do we have here? So far up the mountainside? He would wish to see her. Does it matter? What he doesn't know won't hurt him. We can hear you, you know. Come with us and no further harm will befall you. I cannot promise the same if you do not let us leave. And I will remind you of yours. Okay, I guess we're just jumping right into it. Alright, let me see if I can, do not disappoint me. Please stop talking. Alright, here we go. Oh yeah, that's right, I need to go ahead and, God, it felt for a second like I was, like I was missing those, couple of notes. But yeah, that reminds me, I need to go ahead and sign back into my, my infinite backlog so I can, you know, take any more notes that I need to, take down. Oh yeah, that's right. I completely forgot to save my notes last time, and I ended up disconnecting from the internet, and it took me out of the, it took me back into the login screen, and I lost all my notes, so I'm, unfortunately, I'm having to, you know, start over. I only have the combat section down again, so I'll have to go back in and type up the rest of the exploration stuff that I had down earlier. But it's no big deal. I didn't have to you know, type in that much stuff anyway, so. But yeah, at the moment, wow, that was a relatively short song. Either that, or maybe I was just, yeah, maybe I was just, like, you know, not really paying attention. Well, that totally went well. Oh, I'm assuming this is a, dream. I don't suppose there's anything up here, is there? I see a stone brick here. But man, I really wish that I could, oh yeah, that's right, I really need to, get started on my review of, Project Diva Extend. I'm anticipating that it's going to be a relatively short review. I honestly don't know why I haven't started on it, already. Because I'm pretty much almost done with the, what's it? The achievement sets for the Project Diva games. So, you know, now's as good as an opportunity as ever to go ahead and get started on that, reviewing that last game. How can this be? Oh, and I also want to see if I can at the very least, get started on the Messenger. I'm still working on the PC version of that game. I just made it to the last level. And I collected all the power seals, or destroyed all the power seals. You have walked that line for some time. Why could you not come sooner? I do not understand. Without guidance, you left me to pick up the pieces of a mess that was not mine to clear. So much yet to come. I took with me so many regrets, Estra. You are certainly not one of them. There's so much yet to come. I took with me so many regrets. You are certainly not one of them. The world is never simple as it seems, Estra. What you see as black or white is so often gray, I could not help even if I wanted to. I would give anything if the gods would see fit to grant me a mere hour with you again. It was not foretold, it cannot be. You wear me with you. Trig, your mother, all of us, you were never alone. You merely need to open your eyes.
Be brave.
Made you easier to carry. Who were you talking about before? The Ice King, my lord. Any human discovered on our mountainside must be brought for his inspection. He will decide your fate. Not seem surprised, nor do you struggle. Are you not afraid? I guess maybe I could try to reason with him. Whether or not you wish to hurt us. Good, that makes a nice change, actually. Okay. Do humans show you ill will? What of the Therox? What of us? I did not know there was a civilization so far north. When I came this way many years ago, we skirted the base of this mountain. We were totally unaware. We, like humankind, were born of the gods. It is we who forged the path for you.
Our time wasn't quiet for our father. He made us to ease the silence forged from the calm and the cold. But we were not right. Incomplete. Too resilient. Stoic. So our Father created you, humankind, to fill the void with your warm hearts and your humor. We could not compete, and so humankind won his favor. You were creative, effervescent. My people were an afterthought, a prototype. He saw our sadness and, to ease it, gifted my people the mountain of Jotunheim. It is where we now stand. A cold, calm place. Bleak and bitter, but it is our own. Our father thought to test us further, for the land was as hard as rock. Each year crops failed. Each year we would pick at the carcass of the mountain to survive. It is only in the time of our new king that my people have known comfort, prosperity. We no longer fear the coming winter. He brought with him a new nourishment, a way for us to survive. My lord is a reminder that the gods still look kindly upon us, their creation, his children.
Oh wow, is that a new icon for the rare candy thing? I'm assuming that's what it is. Regardless, congratulations on that. It is my truth. The gods have been absent this realm too long. If they cared for us, as you say, would they not have interfered? Oh, I believe my father too have been killed by one. I am. Our king has been waiting for you some time. How did you come to a Jotunheimer? Eerie and I seek the Elder Tree. There is a darkness there, something my father did not live long enough to wipe out. Hey, annoying chef, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. You have 1.23 subscribers. Did you mean 1.23k? I wonder what the what's the is there a way to see what the fourth number is? You know, I'm honestly kind of surprised that I have that many subscribers, considering that I'm so used to seeing that number just being at like 1.01 or something. Yeah, I don't really see the subscriber number often enough to really notice a change. But at that position, I'm honestly kind of I'm surprised that I even managed to you know, garner that much. There's a darkness there, seeing my father did not live long enough to wipe out. Yuri's sire charged him with this quest. Oh, and how's your muscle soreness doing? Did it ease up any? What do you hope to find? What do you hope to find? A fight. I think this is the first time I even mentioned the blue vein plague. I should probably bring that to his attention. The gods do not aid us. Yuri and I have traversed Nastrand alone, climbing this mountain alone, fought undead alone. You said it yourself, friend. It was your king who brought new life to the Ferox, not the gods. She has a habit of that. Will you let us put an end to this? Please free us. Your cause is just that, I cannot deny, but my king will understand, surely. The blue vein plague may well spread here. He says in a state of imbalance. This affects us all. I am merely Red Hand, one of many. So that I may personally persuade him. Okay. It's gotten a lot better. Okay, alright, that sounds cool. Oh shit, is this the, God, doesn't he look like, the Hugh Jackman Wolverine? You should make shorts about obscure games. Yeah, I was considering making some kind of video series. But, you know, one of the main problems with me is that I kind of have a habit of wanting to elaborate a lot on games. And so you know, 30-second reviews and 1-minute reviews end up turning into, like, 10-minute reviews. Primarily because I just really want to, I want to try to, go as in-depth as my, as I'm, capable of, so I can, properly justify my opinions on games. And I just don't really feel like 1-minute reviews can, accurately justify that. Though it is possible, I have written mini reviews before, but if I were to make it a video series, then I probably wouldn't produce that many videos. Not really. Because, generic opinions about people just saying that something is fun or fantastic or whatever, those you can pretty much find anywhere. Because, if I'm going to make videos, I want to make something that, that basically nobody else has made before. I want to say things about games that, that no one else has said before. You can make longer videos if you want, and have short reviews, the kind that promote longer ones. Yeah, I could probably do that. Because the thing is, though, with me, the reason why I usually do written reviews is because I don't really have a passion for making videos in general, because, making videos takes a lot of work, editing, clips of games together, finding all these different points that are relevant to what you're talking about. To stack that on top of all the other stuff that I'm doing, like reviewing uploads on Smash Custom Music, writing reviews, and, real-life responsibilities, and also, hunting achievements in general. Like, the only time that I ever actually tried to get started with making videos again was when I was making a video review of my Bucky O'Hare review, but I only ever got as far as just setting everything up, but I haven't actually, started editing anything. I have the audio recording, I have it all, spliced up and cut together and balanced properly, and I have the video footage that I need in order to, prove my points, but I haven't actually, started putting anything together. It takes work, and that's why written reviews are basically just, my alternatives, that I can still get my opinion out there, without having to, without having to make it into a video. Because if I was going to make it into a video, what I would essentially just do is I would just have a regular old, gameplay video playing in the background and then just upload that. But in today's video landscape, or, YouTube landscape, that's not really enough anymore. Like, you actually have to put an effort to, making videos. It can't just be, an audio version of of something that you wrote. Now, if I can get somebody to make those kinds of videos for me, as, volunteer work or something, then I would absolutely be, willing to, upload that kind of stuff more often. Like, I could worry about the script writing, or I guess the review writing, and the, the audio editing, and then get somebody else to, work on the video portion for me. I just don't know if that's going to be, something that can, I can make a reality. And if I don't, and I also don't know if it's something that I can stick with as well. I never really saw myself as, the bossy kind of person. I would essentially have to, let loose on the reins, in order to, get kind of, content out. Now, I did make a off-the-cuff review of The Messenger, primarily because my stream ended up disconnecting while I was giving my review after I finished The Messenger. So I do plan on, at the very least, uploading that, and it's going to be about almost an hour long too. So I just need to make a thumbnail for it and then just upload it to YouTube. So at the very least, I can get that out. But yeah, hopefully at some point I can, make content that's a bit more, accessible to the masses. That's something that I would like to do. That way I'm making more than just live. I'm perfectly content with just doing live streams, because at the very least with live streams, I can still get my opinion out there. I can still make highlight videos of those. But, either way is okay. But if I can find somebody to, help me out with the video content, then, that would be great. I probably wouldn't be able to pay them, though. So, you know, keep that in mind. In case anybody's listening wants to help me out for free. I've been trying to avoid mentioning money, but I know I can't avoid it forever. Like, let's be honest here. Alright, let's continue. I knew a man with a necklace like that. I must say he wore it better. Sorry to disappoint you. Not at all. The seed he left behind was too big for any one man, or woman, to fill alone. You seem comfortable in yours. Did you take it? No, I want it. I know you. I saw you in a Marvel movie once. My father spoke of a man once exiled from Vingolf. He was unworthy of the chief's seat, so what? Did you travel further afield for one that would suit? The years have not changed you, Eric. You arrogant child, your father did you a disservice, dying in your youth. Perhaps if he had lived, you would have come to me with some manners. I left them at the foot of the mountain when your men hit me over the head. I paid for this seat in blood and sweat, girl. Show some respect. Respect is earned. Oh, I have earned it.
Have you ever felt the grip of death, girl? Do you know its touch? You were there the night Tian foolishly gave his life. You have seen the light go out. I did not enter exile alone. I took with me my son, and together we explored the wilds. We survived for a time, but the mountain, this accursed mountain, was too much for him. The cold came and turned his mouth blue, so blue as the light that left him when his eyes closed. Our Odale power, God-forged, power I took for myself to reach the summit. There was no respite. The King of Old Stoneheart threw his men in my way, and I slaughtered them where they stood. We fought in the ice and snow. I no longer felt the cold. It did not hurt. The Ferox looked to me and saw resilience, survival. You tell me I was not worthy of a seat, yet I became their king. Look at them now, once starving, now thriving. They were lost before me, but I brought with me the key to their survival. All it takes is a small sacrifice. I am no stranger to sacrifice.
One life for the lives of many. Would you rather the Ferox strive and suffer on this barren rock? You have much to learn, so much living left to do, but I grow old and bored of this. Red Hand brought you in. I had thought to sacrifice you, to use the purity of your Odal power to feed my people, but that was short-sighted of me. You will fight me, girl, as I fought Stoneheart all those years ago. The seat will be yours if you think me so unfit to rule it. Baron and I must go to the Elder Tree. Eric, listen. Surely you can see how wrong this is. He is misguided. You were bad to bait him so. It matters not. There will be no changing his mind. I suggest you seek respite in the village. My people are far warmer than our king. Okay? I don't suppose there's anything over here, is there? Nope. It's just a wall. When will be the other sampler stream, by the way? It'll be sometime this weekend. Ooh, Another event thing. Oh, it's not the one I'm looking for. Oh. On Wednesdays? No, they're on the weekends. Like, I never do those during the weekdays. I only do weekdays, like, on very, very rare occasions. What are these? But yeah, whether it be Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, those are usually the other times that I do those. Plus, I usually only do those if I don't have time to do, you know, longer form request streams. But I did take them down on the Viewer's Choice queue, or the Retro Sampler queue. So you should be able to see that somewhere. But yeah, I don't usually have a hard, like, fixed, set-in-stone time for those kinds of streams, primarily because my thing won't allow it. My schedule won't allow it. Are you the human everyone's been talking about? That would be me. Will you kill the king? It would be so good to have a queen again. Our last queen, Boneskin, was a formidable warrior. The stones say she cleaved the valley in two with her bare hands. What have you done? Not really anything. I guess, like, this is the best I, the best I can give you. Then you are Strong Arm. That is your name now. Oh, okay. I'm totally calling you that. As the future queen, you would need to aid your people, yes, I suppose. There's an ancient mural aside the ice castle. It is falling away, but I'm too young to remember the pattern. Will you help me? Aside the ice castle. Okay. Help Blueheart form the right... okay, this is another one of those one opportunity puzzles. Like, dude, give me, like, 3 chances. What the fuck? Help Blueheart form the right pattern by placing the correct symbols in the empty spaces. Alright. These Therox symbols were etched into the castle wall centuries ago. Some of them have faded with time. Do you know which symbol should be added to the missing spaces in the pattern? Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, so it looks like there's a linear path here. So I'm gonna say, I don't know why, but I got reminded of a game that me and my dad played a few years ago. That game wouldn't happen to be out of this world, would it? Because this game kind of shares has a very similar aesthetic style to that game. Where you had to push a light orb through a dark area and you couldn't go too far away from it. Okay, alright, so it's not another world, it's, okay, you had to push a light orb through a dark area and you couldn't get too far away from it. The only game I'm thinking of at the top of my head is called Closure. I know that game came out, like, at least a decade ago. Dark area, and you couldn't get too far away from it. Oh, it was on Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what games were featured on Game Pass Ultimate. I never had that. But it was on Xbox. I wonder if it was an indie game. It's not on Closure. Oh no! The game I was thinking of was called Closure. Yeah, it's a 2D like indie puzzle game where the only objects that are tangible are things that are lit up in the darkness. Let's see. You push a light orb through a dark area, and you couldn't get too far away from it. You push a light orb It was okay. Co-op, yeah. Closure is not co-op, but it is a co-op game. So, a light orb through a dark area. I know that there are a few games that are like that. I can't name them off the top of my head. I cannot think of it for the life of me. Alright, sun, mountain, that. So I'm assuming that's this. Let's see. Okay. Tree, sun, skull, mountain, hand, skull, tree. Wait, whoa. Wait, tree, sun, skull, mountain, skull. I'm assuming that's the pattern. Let me take one more look at that. This one seems relatively easy, so... Let's see. Tree, sun, skull, mountain, hand, skull, tree, sun, skull, mountain, hand, skull. Tree, sun, skull, mountain, hand, skull. I'm assuming that's it. Okay. Alright, that one wasn't too difficult. Your name instead should be Calm Mind. That sounds nice. We shall see how calm my mind is before the battle. I wish you the best, my queen. It will be an honor to serve you. Okay. Elk's Eye. Okay. Yeah, I got nothing. I can't think of anything. Ah, okay, we got two different places that I need to check out here. Needing sleep already? Are you not filled with your fiery human emotions? Do you not yearn for the fight? For the big battle, take what you need, friend. Tomorrow will be a big day. Okay, well, I guess I need to, well, let me look and see what else we have here before I'm assuming that's going to advance the story. Go ahead and decide if I were you. Ah, okay, so this is a completely different map altogether. Gotcha. Not breaking and entering today. I don't suppose this is open, is it? Nope. Alright, let's see what's in here. Okay, Gungnir. Okay, that's Odin's Spear. Let's see, what have you got? Oh, you found it? Okay, what's it called? Co-op game, where you push a glowing object and you can't get too far away from it. If you seek rest, know you are welcome here. It will be an honor to host our Lord's guest. I'm sorry, I do not relish coming, nor I feel, do you? Please stay, you will be safe here. Okay, so I'm assuming I can rest in either one of these houses. I wonder if the house that I rest in is going to play a role. Well, I guess I'll do this one. Wait, have I opened this already? No, I did not. Okay. More cred. Yeah, I absolutely would not have been able to figure that one out. Yeah, that name is completely new to me. I haven't I haven't even really engaged with any like Xbox content since since the 360 days. Where is everybody? Come back! Ooh, fish. Yeah, but if it's a co-op game, then there's a fat chance I'll be able to check it out myself. It's also on Steam. Okay, at the very least I'll take a look at it, but it doesn't seem like something that I can play. At least not by myself. Oh, wait, what does the map say? I wonder. I think going to the right will advance the story. But let me see if I can go this way first. Alright. Can I go this way? No. I think I checked this place already. But it's interesting that this game would remind you of that. Because it seems like these are like two completely different genres of games. Like this one's much more like exploration heavy with a rhythm minigame on the side. And the other one is much more, I guess, like platformer. I mean, puzzle platformer focused. I don't suppose it has like a similar like art style, would it? Are you prepared? No. My king will meet you up in the glade. It would be unwise to keep him waiting. Personally, I think keeping him waiting is a great idea. I'm just saying what you're thinking. No, is there anything else to say? Okay. Well, let's see what's next. Okay, I guess we'll, Oh, I see what's going on here. You're either brave or stupid. Trust me, the line blurs. Did you make your peace, with the gods? Not yet, but I will.
May the gods bless this battle! What will it be?
I'm pretty sure I told you, but Grow Garden last update hit 15 million players. Yeah, you had told me about that game before. And the Summer Harvest update to 21 million. Hey, Jet Engine Cat, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. Yeah, I managed to get a relatively early start this time, so I'm definitely going to be finishing this game today, no matter how much longer I have. Sorry, I'm late. I misread the announcement. Oh, no, it wasn't your fault. I typed in the wrong time. Well, I didn't really type it in. What I usually do is that I copy and paste the previous going live announcement, and what I do is that I just update the message with the new like updated times, and I completely forgot to change the time on this announcement. So it was really my fault. I'm really sorry about that. I should have been paying more attention to that. I guess I was just tired that day, so, I had, prepared it last night, and then I just, completely forgot. Okay, but thanks for understanding. Summer Harvest update. Yeah, I've noticed that a couple of indie games have been getting some pretty major updates. I think Stardew Valley just got an update a few months ago, pretty massive one. Smash Remix just got a pretty major update recently. I prefer Visionary. Alright, here we go. not too difficult so far. Ah, man. Oh, it's inside a Roblox. Ah, okay. Roblox, yeah. Yeah, I completely forgot that it was a Roblox game. I can't pause. Okay, maybe alright, I still have time. Whew. Alright, here we go. Yeah, what I'll do next is I'll go ahead and catch ball. Ooh, should I do it? Let's see, maybe for your next playthrough you can do like a GameCube or a Game Boy Advance game. Yeah, I actually have my, my month of July planned out. For the entirety of July, I'm actually going to be playing all of the 2D tie games. And 2 of those games are going to be on the Game Boy Advance. The third one is on, Steam. And that one also got a, major update, about a few years ago.
No.
No?
It is what you want, so no.
You are weak, girl. Weak, cowardly, and unfit, just like your father.
It was the right thing to do.
We will see.
Pathetic.
Okay, This is unfortunate. Is that all you have to say? This is not unfortunate. This is tragic, awful. The deed is done, child. You are our queen. I refuse. You defeated my lord in battle. This is the way of things. You think he and I are the same? Only in the position you now hold. My friend is wounded. My feet are cold. Mark my words when I say I will never be queen of this soulless place. This was, oh, Ty, oh, no, it's, Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. Are you familiar with that, franchise? It initially had a, trilogy on, GameCube and PlayStation 2, and I think also Xbox. But then, the second and third games got demade onto the, on the Game Boy Advance. And then, years later, it ended up getting a sequel, Ty 4. Yeah, and they're all, yeah, that's a 2D game. So yeah, those are the games that I'm going to be playing. I played the first 3 games on consoles last year. So this year I'm going to pretty much round things out by playing the other 3 games. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing for the month of July. You will surely starve. Tradition dictates the girl takes the mantle of a fallen king, but she is not Therox like we. Before a human lord, we alone saw many winters through. Are you so quick to forget? If what my lord spoke was true, the girl is a source of great power for us. We cannot stop her from leaving. The girl must do her duty is the way of things. If she had no desire to leave, then she should not have meddled in our affairs. It was your kind who attacked me on this mountainside. My duty is to the greater good, not your petty squabbles. Encourage them to change their ways, or leave tradition to decide. Maybe you can just explain what the game is for the shorts. If I did that, it would really not be that much different from just like reading the back of the box. Like that would be essentially something that you can just read on the front page of the Steam store page. If I'm gonna talk about a game, like I want to try to go into like at least a little bit of depth as a way to try to encourage people to click on a larger video, or at the very least a written review. Let's see, game name is a game genre released for the game console in release year, and then talk about the mechanics and stuff. Maybe I could do that, I guess. I don't know if I would want to, like, if I just wanted to say nothing but things that are just in the game, but then just completely leave out, any trace of opinion. Revolution or institution. I meant like games not on Steam from a long time ago. Yeah. The basic idea I was getting across is just like more like the basic advertising from the game itself, whether it be on the Steam front page or the or like the back of a box. Games that have, physical releases, or games that are, advertised on a, on the Xbox, I guess, page. But yeah, since I never really considered making, shorts, like those are the kinds of things that I would actually have to take a long time to, plan out, to, figure out exactly what I want to do. Not to mention I wouldn't be, I'm not entirely familiar with, making shorts, in general. I'm only familiar with how to make, like, traditional, like, YouTube videos. I don't know how I would make, like, YouTube shorts, or I guess, like, TikTok-esque videos, and then upload those, like, on a device made primarily for, smartphones. So that would be, like, a completely different thing that I would, have to look into. But yeah, that's the kind of thing I would actually have to, take a good while to think about. And leave this cursed place. I will not be responsible for leading your kind to hell. Is all that we've ever known. All you've ever known is misery and suffering. The gods have left you. They've left us all. Can you not see that? Do not give them the satisfaction of watching you rot here. The girl is losing her patience. I knew a time before the human king, brother. I do not wish to relive those seasons. Leaving the mountain would be a disgrace to our ancestors. You would abandon on the whim of a child? Without a Tory blood in the seat of power, we face a new era of hardship. Would it not be wiser to protect the living, even if that brought the disrespect to the dead? No, we stand with you, Red Hand, whatever your decision. Leadership becomes you. Your anger is not misplaced, though the venom in your words wounds. I'm sorry, girl, this was not meant to be. It leaves me unsettled that even now your axe is not light with the power of 100 suns. Days of old, my king would bring light to his axe. He once told me it came from the power in his spine, the strength of his heart. Yours bleeds. Do not tarry here. I fear those loyal to the late king may cause upset. Take your friend. I will pray that your path is clear. Nintendo just keeps getting more expensive. I know, right? Especially after Doug Bowser took over. I read the, the stories of, Reggie Fils-Aimé while he was around. How he basically had to fight to get Wii Sports to be packaged with the Wii. And I don't remember if the Nintendo Wii came with, wait, no, it didn't come with, 2 controllers. But, you know, he was kind of the reason why, you know, why a lot of, you know, Nintendo stuff was, you know, seemed, you know, relatively, reasonably priced. But then the Nintendo Switch 2 came out, and basically all it is just, like, let's just call it what it is. It's basically the Switch Pro. You know, like there's only like 1 or 2 games on it right now. I think that new Fast game is an exclusive title out right now as well. So realistically, there's only 2 exclusive games out on that thing right now. 3 if you count the Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour, which I heard also was pretty mediocre as well. You know, especially like for a $5 game, you know, a game that really should have just been free and came with the Switch 2. Also, I get that Nintendo doesn't want people modding their consoles, but they could at least add some kind of compromise. Yeah, I don't know the full story, but I heard that they are pretty quick to, they're manually bricking people's, like, Switch 2s, you know, the moment they find out that somebody, you know, modded their, console. Nintendo Switch 2 stands for Nintendo Switch $2,000. It sure feels that way, doesn't it? Especially for the price that they're asking for it. You know, combined with the games that they have out right now. You know, Donkey Kong Bonanza is going to be coming out on July, but aside from that, like, what other, like, Switch 2 exclusives do we have? You know, they're making a Switch 2 version of Metroid Prime 4, but, you know, since those games, you know, Prime 4 and Legend ZA, I think those 2 games are coming out on Switch 1. Like, at this point, device not included. It sure seems that way, doesn't it? Like, it seems like these days, like, you know, in its current state, it seems like the best reason to buy a Switch 2 right now is just for the not just for the backwards compatibility, but for the performance boost. Because I did see Modern Vintage Gamer's video on how it runs like older games. You know, a lot of the games that used to run at like 20 frames per second can now run at like 60 and stuff. You know, games that used to run at like 40 could run at like 60 or like maybe even above 60 frames per second. And a lot of the games, you know, loading times are much shorter. Like, that should have been like the main selling point of the Switch too. buttons sold separately. But yeah, you know, I was, you know, whenever the topic of the Switch 2 came up, I would, you know, usually tell people, remember, the Switch 1 also had a pretty shitty launch too. You know, that game, like, it didn't have anything to be backwards compatible with. And when it first came out, the only reason people would buy it was just to play Zelda. And, you know, a lot of the games wouldn't come out until much later. And it ended up becoming it actually ended up outselling a whole lot of other consoles. I think at this current moment in time, it's the second best, I heard that it was currently the second best selling video game console of all time right now. Like, it still hasn't beaten out the PlayStation 2 yet. But, you know, some time has passed. I think the Switch 2 has been out for almost, I think the Switch 2's been out for a few weeks now. I think it was like, what, 3 weeks now? And a lot of people have had time to play Mario Kart World. And I've actually been hearing that a lot of those players have actually been going back to Mario Kart 8 because of how disappointing World was. Especially for the $80 asking price, $50 if you get it as part of the Switch 2 bundle. I just hope they do Game Boy Advance and GameCube games. Well, the expansion pack already has Game Boy Advance and GameCube games. It's just that the GameCube games are a Switch 2 exclusive thing. The thing is, though, at this current moment in time, there's currently only well, at the moment, there's only 3 GameCube games. They're actually getting ready to release a 4th GameCube game. I think it was, I don't remember what it was. I think it was a Fire Emblem game. I think. But still, 3 games on launch? and they only announced, like, 7 more, like, in the future. Like, that's very disappointing. Like, at the moment, they currently have, F-Zero GX, Soul Calibur 2, and, Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. Oh, wait, no. The 4th game that they're releasing is, Super Mario Strikers. But yeah, they're going to be releasing other games like Chibi Robo, Super Mario Sunshine, both Pokemon games, amongst a few others. But even then, like that's kind of a hard asking point, you know, for that price. The GameCube did pretty bad for them anyways, I heard, so that might be a good option. Yeah, the GameCube sold pretty poorly. Yeah, the fact that they better do Pokemon Colosseum. Oh yeah, they are doing Pokemon Colosseum. Both Pokemon Colosseum and Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. Yeah, those are going to be coming much later in the future. Yeah, those were, you know, both of those games were announced as future release titles. Like I said, there was also Super Mario Sunshine and Chibi Robo and 3 other games. I can't remember exactly off the top of my head, but still, though, only... Yeah, that is good, but still, only 10 games announced? You know, after they release those 10 games, what are they going to release after that? You know, they pretty much stopped drip-feeding us stuff on the, you know, Nintendo 64 front end. I think, like, the only game that they have left, you know, the only banger on the N64, or at least, you know, popular game on the Nintendo 64 that they have left to give us is... what, Super Smash Brothers, and that's pretty much it. And then for the GameCube, like, there's a ton of GameCube games that you could put on there, but the fact that they're only giving us 10, and then, like, you know, whatever, like, third-party games they could potentially give us after that. Oh, oh yeah, I think Wave Race Blue Storm is going to be one of those GameCube games. Yeah, I completely forgot about that one. And I think they're going to give us at the very least, Star Fox Assault. I don't know if they're going to give us Adventures. Nintendo should do a game where it's the original 4 Pokemon regions or something. Yeah, I know that a lot of people have been asking for, you know, different ideas for Pokemon games, and we still don't know anything about this Pokemon Champions games that they announced. But there's also, you know, a subset of people out there who are kind of sick of the, you know, the Pokemon, I guess, like, original re-release thing. I know that Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl didn't really get, you know, high praise. And funnily enough, a lot of people are still anticipating the remakes of Pokemon Black and White, or like whatever Gen 5 is. I think Black and White is Gen 5, right? But yeah, as far as Pokemon goes, like, the only game that I'm really looking forward to, I don't generally play Pokemon, but because I did enjoy Legends Arceus as much as I did, like, I still would only consider it, like, maybe a 6 out of 10, but I did find myself getting, you know, lost in that game. But I'm still willing to try out a ZA, you know, just because it seems like the main gimmick of the Legends franchise is that it's just going to try out, like, you know, very unorthodox fighting styles. Like, Legends Arceus had the, it had that speedy and power style. It also had a bit of an overhaul with how Pokemon take turns. You know, how speed is, you know, factored into the battle. So I might try out ZA if I ever get my hands on it. Yeah, really, like, it looks like ZA's battle system is going to take a bit more of a I guess, Tales of turn, where the battles are going to be a bit more action oriented, like an ARPG of sorts. At least that's what I'm assuming. Either ARPG, or I don't remember exactly what the direct said. I can't remember if it's going to play more like Tales of, or the common Final Fantasy game. It's one of those two. All I know is that it's entirely possible for Pokemon to dodge attacks. They use, let's see. It's pretty close to the original, but they use Pokemon from all 4 regions. Are you talking about Pokemon Champions? Oh, wait, no, you're talking about ZA, right? Yeah, and I know that I know that ZA is trying to bring back Mega Evolutions. I don't know why they got rid of. I think that when did they get rid of Mega Evolutions? That was in Sun and Moon. It was either Sun and Moon or Sword and Shield, one of those two. But it seems like the return of this Mega Evolutions thing is going to be like a big deal. Oh, it's just a cool idea. Oh, okay. It was just yeah, it's pretty close to the original, but they use Pokemon from all 4 regions. Gotcha. Yeah, right. I think there might exist a fan hack that might do something like that. Yeah, I've been seeing a couple of those on Retro Achievements. I know that there's one on the Game Boy Advance that has that does something like that. I don't know if there's one on the DS that does that. Maybe there's a Game Boy Advance game that does something like that. I'm not sure. But there does exist plenty of Pokemon fan hacks that do that, so... I don't... Like, honestly, that doesn't really... You know, thinking about it a little more, I don't think that's something that Nintendo would be willing to do all willy-nilly. Like, that definitely seems like a fan project kind of thing. Because if Nintendo was going to make like an old game like that, like, they would probably just restrict it to just being just a remake of, you know, one of their old Pokemon games, you know, whether it be Fire Red or Alpha Sapphire, Omega Ruby, or, you know, Soul Silver. But yeah, I don't think that would be something that Nintendo themselves would do. So, you know, fan hacks it is. You know, there exists plenty of good fan hacks. Not just fan hacks, but I know that a couple of, you know, original fan games have been, you know, seeing a bit of a light in the, you know, spotlight. You know, that Pokemon Rogue game came out. I don't know if that Mariomon game is either a hack or a... wait, no, it is a hack. I'm trying to think of, like, original games. I know that, that Pokemon... I think it's Pokemon Showdown, which was basically just... It's basically just, like, a game that just gives you everything, and then you can just, like, choose whatever Pokemon, you can just choose whatever moves, you can scale their statistics to whatever the hell you want. It's essentially just a, just give me everything and let me fuck around with it all. Mega's got Fade Out and Sword and Shield. Yeah, I haven't played Sun and Moon though, but I kind of knew that it was you know, one of those games. Yeah, I knew that Sword and Shield didn't have it. I just didn't know if Sun and Moon had it. I know it had Z moves, but I didn't know if the Z moves were wait, was it Z moves or V move? It's some kind of like special move. But you get my point either way. I just didn't know if that, you know, replaced Mega Evolutions. Showdown is just PvP. Yeah, something like that. You can't sell Mega Evolutions... wait. You can't sell Mega Evolutions 3 times in a row, so we have had, like, Dynamax and Terrestrialized or something. Yeah. Yeah, I know that, that a lot of people had the idea that Mega Evolutions were just going to be, you know, a standard thing. So it's good that they're bringing it back in ZA. Or at least do an original Pokemon collection. Yeah, that's so weird though. Like, why is Nintendo going after all these streams that that aren't streaming like Pokemon games that you can't play on the Nintendo Switch, at least without modding it, at least? Like, if they're not going to give us, a an original Pokemon collection, like, why wouldn't they put, at the very least, like, one mainline Pokemon game on the NSO service? The closest that we have to Pokemon games on the NSO service are the trading card game and the Pokemon pinball games, or at least one of them. I don't remember if... wait, no, I think it's just the second Pokemon pinball game. But none of the mainline games are on the service. Like, why? Like, everybody knows how popular those games are, especially the... I mean, hell, everybody knows how popular the Twitch Plays Pokemon thing is. So why not do something like that? I live in Hawaii and still think that Gen 7 is bad. Yeah, I know that Gen 7 is a relatively divisive title. A couple of titles have been, you know, divisive. You know, especially the recent games. To my surprise, I think everyone might be in unanimous agreement that Vanilla, Diamond, and Pearl are just bad overall. And then Pokemon Platinum came by and like, don't pay attention to those. And then Nintendo was all like, don't pay attention to that. But yeah, I never really got, you know, a good, solid answer as to, you know, what game I could, like, you know, try to get back into Pokemon with. You know, I'm starting to think that maybe, Brilliant Diamond was a bad idea. But, you know, point being, I don't know what point I was making. I'm just kind of, shooting the shit here. But anyways, let's see. Nintendo could nostalgia bait and spike up the price. Yeah, Nintendo. Yeah, wishing Nintendo would nostalgia bait. That's an idea. Nostalgia bait and spike up the price for that, but not gonna lie, I wouldn't care much unless it's like $45,000 because it's really good. I don't know about the nostalgia baiting thing because I know that you know there's been plenty of companies, not just Nintendo, you know, that do the whole nostalgia bait thing, you know, lately, and you know the quality of the games have been you know suffering because of that. I can't really name any off the top of my head because I don't really play a whole lot. You know, I just recently played The Messenger, but I actually considered that one a relatively decent game. I'd probably call it good, but I'd have to you know look into it a little more. There just needs to be some accessibility. Yeah. Because, you know, like, if Nintendo's not going to, is not going to bring these old games back to, you know, to their platforms, I'm like, how can they blame us for wanting to, you know, find our own ways to make them accessible? You know, Nintendo has a very bad habit of, you know, punishing people for things that they should be doing. But they're not, so here we are doing it. How about I do anyway? Alright, let's continue. Save your breath. You are so brave. Feel so tired. I will carry you. It will be okay. Who are you talking to? Both of us. Okay. Oh, what do we got over here? Probably not important for anything, but if I need this to, like, unlock that's bone skin? Wow. For what it's worth, you make a good statue. Okay. But, you know, if you want my my educated guess, I don't think that Pokemon Champions is really going to be anything major. It's probably just going to be like a free-to-play game where you can, where you would have to, where you would start with like maybe a very, very small pool of like low-level Pokemon, assuming that they're going to go the Pokemon Stadium route. It's similar to what happened with Roblox. What happened with Roblox? I don't think I'm familiar. Let's see. Rotate the four symbols in the... okay. Alright, so this one is a... since this is a storyline progression thing, in the correct manner in order to highlight all four squares. Okay. Okay, okay, so that... and then that. Oh, whoops. Wait, am I missing something? Hold on a second. What? Whoa, hold on a minute. Oh, okay, I think I see. I think I get it. Hold on. 1, 2...
Mission!
Okay, alright. Yeah, it took me a minute to figure out what I was doing here. They started deleting their history, which made their platform... God, you know, that really sucks out. Let me type this in. Oh, son of a bitch. What the fuck? God, why is my laptop disconnecting? What the fuck? Alright, let me, well, I guess I'm missing out on this one. Oh, man, I could have thrown a level ball at that one so I can get myself another, potential, Goldango. They started deleting their history, which made their platform, and then made a trash event to try and nostalgia bait players into spending a bunch of money. Oh, damn, that sucks! Why would they get rid of their history? The only thing accurate about the event was the lobby, and none of the games really... Oh, damn, that sucks. Okay, yeah. I guess they probably figured that that just anything that looked a little bit like something from the past would have been enough to make people happy. But, you know, that has proven to work. I mean, look at the look at all these, like, video game adaptations that have been coming out lately. The Mario movie, the Sonic movies, the Minecraft movie. The night he died, I saw it. Oh, man, I wish I got that one. I hope so. Oh, okay. The oldest game was made in 2013 when the platform was made public in 2006. Oh, wow, really? Huh. Rotate the symbol in the correct order, in the correct manner in order to highlight all 6 squares. Okay, let's see. Okay. Okay, I think I got you. And then that. Oh, fuck. Whoops. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Alright. God damn it, what am I doing? Okay. They're trying to do another nostalgia bait event right now. Ah, I see. Probably because it's because so many other nostalgia bait events have you know, proven to work in the past. Oh wow, I need to max that out in order to get inside of there. All right, well that one I'll probably have to save for my next my other you know, playthrough. Okay, all right, we got a sword there. Dalir, or Dowler, what happened? This is a mess. I loathe the mess. Hottie and Skull, lied, dead at your feet, and you do not even seem fazed by it. They are Jotun. Okay. Bringing back a loved event format that ran from 2008 to 2021, but was then ended. But all the games are terrible, so Roblox faced massive backlash. Also because they invited a developer who makes interesting hangout games to participate. Huh. Interesting. I grow tired of this charade. You're also an idiot, as if Dollar would ever be capable of such a feat when he can barely take care of himself. I am a god, stupid girl, Loki, prince of mischief. Oh, okay. Here I stand, my fun spoiled by vermin, a plan wasted, day ruined. Did you not hear me? Spoiled, ruined, there was a poison apple and everything. What a waste. killing you, ideally. Not sure why, probably just for the fun of it. I've done it before, it went swimmingly. Damn, but yeah, looks like Roblox is
ATONE was deadly dull. Though I suppose you must be if your days revolve around apples. Easy prey. Some would say low-hanging fruit. Get it? Honestly, I am wasted on you mortals. You'd think after all those years tending her orchard she'd have been able to tell the difference. Her fault, not mine. It really was rather tragic. Although, now that I think about it, even I didn't expect Odin to blame you fleshbacks. Such fun. He always lived for the drama. One god got murdered, so he flipped his lid and closed the Bifrost. We do worse things to one another all the time. Poor Bragi wept, and he wept, so the old daddy took it upon himself to drop the hammer down. Dull, 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 dull.
how Roblox events operate now is that they ask games to develop their own quest. Yeah, especially now that we're living in an AI age. I honestly don't know if it's working or not, but ooh. You're the reason the gods left us, the cause of all of our pain and suffering. Flattery will get you nowhere, girl. Let him down, kid. I'm ready for a laugh. He is wounded. My people were wiped out. There is a plague that infects humankind, all because you thought it was funny. Killing you will be all the more satisfying. The promotional art is all AI. Ah, I see. Gotcha. Wow, that's very unfortunate. How there are companies that are now just flat out using AI to replace, you know, work, essentially. Especially since AI is still in a very, you know, dwarven state right now. Not for much longer. Is there a visual glitch happening right now? It honestly kind of felt like I was missing that. Huh, interesting. Okay, that kind of chart arrangement, I think, mends well with this, you know, with this, this style of button mapping. Yeah, something like that works much better with, especially when the controls are, you know, unmappable like this. Ooh, yeah, FC, let's go. Coca-Cola made some AI ad. Yeah, I heard something about that. What's the deal with that? And I also know that there was like some Marvel TV show that actually made an AI that made an AI intro or something. Like something like Invasion or something. Yeah, I know that the reception to that kind of stuff is you know, stirring some you know, stirring up. You know, I actually tried using AI to make myself to make a you know, a review for me, and it's very empty calorie. So I ended up discarding it. So yeah, there's no way in hell that that AI is going to, especially at this point of a at this point of a in a at this point in time where it's so like infantile and developable in development. I don't know how much further how much further it can evolve at this point. A lot of people will say, "Oh, well, this happened in only like 8 months. Imagine what it can do in 12 years." Yeah, while it's using other AI art as its reference point, and essentially like moving backwards in development. It's basically like the equivalent to taking a JPEG and then like opening it up in like in a program and then saving it as a just saving it as a worse quality image. And then taking that worse quality image and then opening that up, saving that as an even worse quality image. And then it basically just continues on and on and on until you get something that doesn't even look like the original image anymore. Like, I have a feeling that that's what AI is going to start doing. Is that it's only going to start, referencing itself to, to make a future work. I don't know about the AI Marvel, but I'm pretty sure one of Pixar's newest movies had an AI script. Yeah, I know that it was. I know that it's been pretty much a meme that. Let me turn the fan on here. That it's been, kind of a meme for a while. That Disney's Wish was made by an AI program. Chat GBT doesn't even give you real sources for research anymore. Yeah. Yeah, I noticed that. I noticed that that even the research that AI references, like, it only seems to reference like a few few of the more popular studies that Google seems to want to shove in your face, and then it just references that. Like, it's basically the TikTok scroller's definition of research, where you're just kind of doom scrolling through like a few pages, and then you're just blindly taking in the ones that just look the most appealing to you. But yeah, if there like, I would be happy to be proven wrong if there does come a point in time where AI actually does end up being the dominant way to do research, but I do not think that's going to be coming anytime soon, and it's going to be like very unlikely. At least that's just how I see things. But yeah, it's just overall, it's just way better to just do research yourself. And I'm talking real research. I'm talking about like actually, looking through multiple sources, and especially just trying to excuse me, especially like when it comes to trying to look for sources that that actively debunk your own opinions, while simultaneously backing it up, looking at things from from multiple perspectives, and then coming to your own conclusions. Essentially, not relying on any kind of technological algorithm to basically form opinions for you before real life experiences even get the chance to. AI is like the ultra version of a gossip kid. I know, right? Once it hears something, it shares it with everyone. Yeah. Yeah, emphasis on kid, especially considering that kids are generally prone to, believing the first thing, because they're still learning things about the world, too. I actually just saw this. I saw a video one time about a teacher that's having a hard time, about teachers that are having hard times teaching children because they're being constantly exposed to a method of entertainment where all they have to do is just scroll through videos on TikTok on a phone. And those quick, like, 30-second and 1-minute videos, it basically conditions them into just constantly seeking just instant gratification at the flick of a finger. and it basically makes it harder for them to actually pay attention to lessons in school. I actually saw like this one video where a kid was recording a class lesson, and on the screen on the projector there was on one side was the lecture that was being taught, and on the other side was just I can't remember. It was some iPhone game, some Android game. I think it was Subway Surfers. I think, yeah, it was Subway Surfers. Like at that point, just fucking turn off the lecture altogether because it doesn't even really matter anymore. Oh yeah, let me go and turn that back on. It's like, dude, like ultimately, I think it's the faults of the parents, giving these phones to their kids. Because when you give a phone to a kid, you're basically giving the kid, complete agency over, what happens in the majority of their lives. It gives them complete agency of, the content that they're, being exposed to, and it ultimately ends up making them much less likely to learn things quickly, essentially. I've heard that there's a lot of kids that are a lot of kids that are in 6th or 5th grade, fucking 5th grade, and they're still not able to read. Like, back in my day, like, God, I sound like a fucking, but it's true. Like, back in my day, when I was in like, 2nd and 3rd grade, people my age back then, we were able to read shit like Diary of a Wimpy Kid and Captain Underpants and Berenstain Bears and shit. Fucking Clifford. But now, these days, and that's because, oh, god damn it, I forgot to, oh, well, my thing wasn't connected, My teacher showed us a completely AI video about the discovery of America and stuff. Oh no, in your school too? Oh, that sucks. Yeah, teachers are basically, that sucks that teachers are now essentially resorting to just making AI videos to do the teaching for them. Now you no longer have to, like, engage with the kids themselves. Whenever a kid, like, has a question about something, just ask AI. Over where I live, I've heard stories of illiterate high school graduates. Wow, man. That's amazing. The fact that there are people who are in high school now, but they can't. Like, can you imagine the people who are, like, actually getting high-paying jobs who had to rely on AI in order to graduate? Like, that's essentially, like, all who's graduating now. They're basically cheaters. Kids who are relying on AI to essentially do their homework for them. She didn't make it, don't worry. Ah, okay. Alright. I saw a kid who was on AI on the school computer to write a poem. Wow. Like, you would think, like, adults would be able to see this shit. They would be able to see just how, imperfect, how, AI, I guess, trained a lot of these, these poems are. Like there are things that you can see in a poem or in an essay or in some kind of written paper that basically suggests pretty heavily that something was written by AI. Like I said, I actually used AI one time to write a review for me, and I saw just how empty calorie it was. Like, all it was saying was just a lot of the basic stuff that was just in the game, and then it was just like dropping a bunch of, like, empty calorie words that didn't, like, they sounded intelligent, but they didn't actually, like, mean anything. They didn't actually, communicate any kind of, substantive opinion, so I just ended up, like, discarding it altogether. Like, you would think that, you would think that people who actually did read books by themselves back in a time when AI wasn't even a thing, you'd think they would know how to notice this shit. Like, do these people just not call this stuff out, like, in school? And do they only do it, do they only keep to themselves just because they don't want to get fired, because they don't want to get in trouble with the higher-ups? Like, so many people have become so afraid of saying no. They've become so afraid of failing children now. And that's how you're getting so many people, making it in, higher paying jobs who basically say like the most outlandish shit. Oh, they have full access to the computers. And there's another schools too, a lot of schools too now that where they're basically like, I think what they need to stop doing is allowing children to bring smartphones to class. The only things that they should be allowed to bring are calculators and notebooks and, or I guess like basic technology things, things in general that don't really have access to the internet, or they do have access but their servers are only allowing access to very, it's basically limiting their access, which means no like TikTok, no Twitch, no live stream or video consuming of websites. In some high schools, I've heard that they let kids do AI if they tell teachers what they do. I think ultimately that should depend on what the AI is doing. Like, as long as the AI isn't, flat out replacing their work, I think maybe AI could be... I'm sure AI could probably be useful for some things, but even then, I don't think it would be, effective for... as effective as just, reading books and having, a real-life human being coming up to them and, asking them questions. Someone, especially somebody who's actually been through it before, somebody who actually did learn it the hard way. The way that it should be done, who actually learned through, like, real-life experiences from other people who learned it through real-life experiences. But now instead, we're all basically just getting watered-down versions of lessons. I think that schools should only provide school-owned and operated... Yeah, that's what I think, too. I don't think you should be allowed to, bring, your laptop to school. Because even on your laptop, you can easily just load it up and just, like, load up, Roblox or, like, some offline game or whatever. Because, like, if you bring your phone to school, that basically makes it possible for you to just load up TikTok or load up, some video sharing website and then just, quickly just watch a video while the teacher isn't looking. Because, the kids, they're not engaging with the lessons, man. With a list of verified learning websites approved. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I heard of approved to the district. Yeah, I heard of this website. I think it was called, like, IXL or something. I don't know why I brought that up. It was just something that I learned about. But yeah, there needs to be more restriction than we have now. Essentially go back to essentially like go back to a time where where things actually were go back to things the way they were. I know that's a overgeneralized way of putting things. Shout out to the kid who went on off-brand Spotify on the school computer, by the way. I know, right? But yeah, the whole point of school is to prepare you for the future, essentially. To get you ready to live your own life, basically. And actually do it, and to actually, like, be successful and to be able to be, a contributing member to society. He showed me his search history and everything. Oh, no. Yeah. God, the more I think about it, the more I come to realize just how incredibly lucky I was to have been born in, the beginning of the 90s, essentially, or, like, the end of the 80s. The more, I was lucky to have grown up in the 90s, especially, considering everything going on now, in hindsight. And now look at where we're going. Thanks, COVID! I'm telling you what now, ever since this pandemic, like, so many people just, so many things have just gone, off the rails. so many, average-minded people getting, higher-paying jobs. And a lot of higher paying jobs are actually replacing people with AI. I've heard horror stories of that. Gen Alpha parents would be like, AI, how do I name my child? You should name your child 41ZB. The use of numbers in their name will do nothing. Yeah, that won't harm anybody. But yeah, a lot of it too is because a lot of the parents being afraid of telling their kids no. Primarily because they're being conditioned to to be afraid of failure and denial by everybody else. That's primarily because they're used to scrolling through internet slop as well, and so now they're conditioning their kids to do the same thing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The parents also probably failed school. Either that, or maybe they only did just enough, but not because they wanted to learn how to do stuff. They only just barely graduated just because they just wanted to get the hell out. It's like you gotta wonder, like, what do the parents want? I'm telling you, man, like, we really need to get back into... What we need is we need a whip. We need to whip society back in shape. Because, ever since that, that COVID pandemic happened, so many people have just been, a lot of people have been, a lot of their, I guess they got a lot of their entertainment from just, whether it be internet slop, and hell, there were a lot of people who still got their, content from, like, cable television as well. And, cable television offered a very, limited amount of, entertainment. There was still a lot of, news, channels that would basically took over. I'm happy my parents were older when they had me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, too. The fact that our parents grew up in the 70s and the 80s, they actually had the experience that they could, pass down on to us. They have the wisdom to pass down on to the younger generations. But now, we're in a time now where we got kids basically teaching their parents how to use electronic devices. Like, you have any idea how many, grandparents are, going to Google to search for Google? But yeah, we're the lucky ones, man. Part of me, I kind of feel like it's our responsibility now to try to, whip people back in shape. The 20-year-olds and the 10-year-olds and 15-year-olds saying, look, dude, this is just making things worse. Unwritten rules. The grandchild knows everything about technology. Yeah, because they're constantly being exposed to it now. I mean, I guess you could say that it's kind of a double-edged sword, but how sharp is one edge? Like, is the sharpness on one edge, worth the dullness on the other edge? I hope a million snakes drop their nasty venom on him. He has paid the price for what he did. Braggy may find some peace in that if he's watching. Alright, let's continue, I guess. Well, that was quite the tangent. Let me see if there's anything over here. I haven't seen any, oh, is there an extra path down here? Doesn't look like it. Oh, but I do seem to see something over here. Man, I've been catching something in my throat, multiple times. Oh, hey, Scoopy! Ice cream is what makes the world go round. I like going to areas where the ice cream rate is, low and increase it. Yeah, you know what? That actually does seem like a good, that seems like a good idea. You know, go to places where people don't see the value in what you're saying, and you know, try to you know, talk things through with them. All right, what do we got this one? Okay, so we got 2 guesses here. All right, let's see. Let's see. Select the correct shape using the key on the right. Select the correct shape using the key on the right. Using the key on the right.
Mission!
Okay, let me see if I can catch this one. Oh, come on! Jesus Christ, why isn't my internet like connecting properly? God damn it! This whole thing originated from insane Nintendo pricing. I know, right? It went from Nintendo to Pokemon to AI to society getting stupider. But, you know, that's the nature of conversation, man. You know, one thing could easily lead to the next, and now here we are forgetting about what the original conversation was. The internet guy doesn't know how to do it because the AI is down. Hey teacher, what's 2 plus 2? Oh, it's hey AI, what's 2 plus 2? Okay, so anyways, what am I looking for here? Alright, let me see if I can try to figure this one out. Alright, so 2 and 1, okay. Alright, okay, so I'm assuming I'm looking for a pattern here. Let's look for... Okay. Alright, so it doesn't look like, it doesn't look like that pattern can be... Unless... I wonder if I turn the other way... No, doesn't look like it. I don't think so. Nah, it just can't be found at all. Alright, so, let's see what I can find here. Okay, so I'm assuming that's maybe just the order of, like, cursor selection things? Okay, so that means 2. Okay, so I found one of the, Alright, I found the top one. It's on the left side of that image. So what is, so that's number 2, so I wonder what that means. Unfortunately, this is not such a new problem. The movie Idiocracy, released in 2006, for example. I mean, people have been thinking and making discourse about this for a while. Yeah. And the fact that we're still talking about it, you know, almost 2 decades later. You know, it's interesting to think that that Idiocracy almost didn't come out. I think, like, during the, you know, during the, I guess, development time, or I guess during the time they were publishing the movie, they were I think they were actually trying to make the movie, like, obscure. I think the movie didn't, it didn't actually see any kind of, like, publicity. Like, it was just kind of a movie that just kind of, like, cropped out of obscurity out of nowhere, and then... And now it's basically become another, you know, 1984, or another Brave New World. You know, the fear of the future, essentially. Or I guess, like, maybe in this case, you could probably say the Metal Gear Solid 2, you know, monologue, you know, about creating context. Okay, let me see if I can figure this one out. This one looks very cryptic. Maybe we're all on the Truman Show, too. Yeah, I haven't seen the Truman Show 1. Yeah, I know that movie came out a long time ago. Script written by AI. Yeah, I know that South Park did a skit of that where, like, one of the episode's endings were written entirely by AI, and then they basically just did that. Where they basically had Stan do the just write out the ending of the episode, and then they just went by the AI script for the rest of that episode. Okay, let's see here. So if that's one... Very cryptic indeed, and I only have two chances here. So if that's two... Then I wonder what the one is. Now let me see. Let me read the instructions again. The correct shape using the key on the right. Okay, guess that doesn't really give me anything. I honestly thought that was an exclamation mark first one time. Let's see. I don't know if I'll be able to solve this one. I might need to come back to this. I see a little dot up there in the top left corner, but I don't know if that's important. I wonder if this is following a certain pattern. Let me think. I wonder if this is supposed to be a reverse thing. So I wonder what the 1 and the 2 is supposed to indicate. Oh, unless that's supposed to indicate that the dot is moving somewhere, maybe. And maybe there's like 2 dots? I wonder if that's what that's supposed to represent. Maybe not. Unless... Wait, no. Because if that's the one and only instance where that solo... Oh, wait, no, I see another one. Oh, there's 2 of those. I wonder... Okay, so I saw 2 of those. Let me see if I can find a third one somewhere. Okay, I think I might know what it's asking now. So if I... Okay, so the single dot icon, I found 2 of those on the left image. So I think that's supposed to indicate that there's only 2 of those. And if that's the case, I wonder if I'm supposed to find the image that only has 1. That might be what I have to do. So let's see. And if nothing else, I'll just use a hint. You know what's scary? I saw a video about a crazy discovery in Alaska. Ooh, can't wait to hear this. But the video was 12 minutes of an AI, doing like a high school essay on what Alaska was, with nothing really crazy. Ooh, boy. Yeah, that does sound pretty scary. A 12-minute AI video. You know, I've actually seen one of those before. And, you know, given the quality of that video, ooh. Man, you can imagine how that's going to, how that's going to warp the minds. You know, isn't it crazy how real history is actually a lot more interesting than, watered down history, because now that you actually know the details of how everything worked. Okay, let me test my hypothesis here. So let's see, I need to find that one image that is not repeated. Have you heard of the AI Yeti and Bigfoot vlogs? No, I have not. Oh boy, Yeti and Bigfoot. I'm sure that's another rabbit hole by itself. Nah, I haven't seen any of those yet. Alright, let's see. Let me see if I can... Okay, so there's 2 of those. Okay, let me go one by one. See if I can find the one that isn't repeated. 1, 2. Okay. What about this one? 1, 2. Okay, no. 1, 2. Okay, no. 1, 2. No. 1, 2. No. Lower left corner. Okay, there's one. It might be this one. Let me look one more time. Or actually, let me look for these first. 1, 2, 3. Nope. I think I found that one. Okay. All right. Let me see this one. 1. That's the only one I found. I think it might be this one. Maybe? I think it might be. If I get this one, then I'll have another chance to get it. So it could be. I guess I could try it. Though I wonder what those those eight icons there are supposed to indicate. I wonder if those are just supposed to indicate my my potential options. That might not mean anything. Kids are going to be growing up with AI. Yeah, they already are growing up with AI. I mean, we just talked about fucking illiterate high schoolers. Like, you know, if a kid, you know, if a teenager is gonna go to a restaurant and say, "Here's your menu, figure out what you want," and then the kid just looks at the waitress, being all like, "What is this?" He just says, "I can't read." Oh God, that's gonna be tragic. I just played Xbox 360 games. Yeah. But, you know, funnily enough, you know, video games can actually help sharpen your minds a lot. You know, it's a very common thing to say that, that video games rot your brain. But, you know, if you play games, you know, whether it be hard games or games on, like, harder difficulties, they can actually sharpen your mind. The thing is, you have to be willing to put in the work yourself. I mean, how do you think I got like almost 200 masteries on retro achievements? How do you think I got like over 100,000 gamer score on my profile? It's because I did a lot of the hard shit. You know, I challenged myself. And in fact, that's actually how I got the bonus achievement set for Mega Man X and Turtles in Time on Super Nintendo. You know, they can help with, they can help sharpen your observational skills, your pattern recognition skills, your reaction time, your, I guess your, you know, rhythm skills, your timing skills. But, you know, you have to be willing to, like, you know, the video games, they can only guarantee their half, but you have to be willing to do the other half. I would request Red Dead Redemption for the 360, but I don't think that game is really stream appropriate. Like, if you know anything about it. Yeah, I don't know anything about it, unfortunately. I did play the first 20 minutes of Red Dead Revolver, but that's really about it. So I guess I can't really go off of that. So, all right, let me submit this answer here. Yay! There we go. Okay. All right, I guess my my hypothesis was correct. Okay. Sweet. Ooh, what do we have up here? Mrs. Katz. Okay, that's a thing. Hey, Lestra. Not another word. Are you the true dollar? Last time I checked, the wig just gone. I found a puddle, and I'm sure of that as I looked in. Okay. Yep, that's definitely dollar. I'm pretty sure you are you. Is your little friend still himself? Yeah, all but the worst of it. Okay. I made a mistake. You repaid the price for it. Yeah, I think that would be the most appropriate. Yeah, try to show humiliation when you can. Forza Horizon's pretty good. Yeah, I haven't played any of the Forza games. I know that's supposed to be like one of the, one of the more popular, I guess, for the lack of a better term, realistic racing games. I'm no stranger to realistic racing games, though. Like, I used to play Wangan Midnight Maximum Tune 3 a lot back when my arcade was still around. So I might try that one out. So long as you turn off the radio, a lot of copyrighted... Oh, yeah, a lot of copyrighted stuff on... especially in a lot of, AAA games. So I'll see if I can try to, I'll see if I... Oh, we got a Wimpod there. I don't think that's something that I need. Let's see, Gen 7. Yeah, I don't think Gen 7 is... Yeah, no, Gen 7 is not boosted anymore. So now I think it's Gen 3 and Gen 6 that are boosted now. Forza and Horizon 4 and 5 are mid, so are 1 through 3. So do 1 through 3. Ah, right. Yeah, I know that seems to be a common theme where, like, whenever a AAA franchise gets any kind of success, they start getting, worse and worse as time goes on. What seems to be what happened with, like, the Assassin's Creed games and the Batman Arkham games. So yeah, I'll check out the I'll check out those games if I can get this this Xbox 360 thing working, to see if I can add more games to it at some point without potentially bricking it. Then yeah, I'll see if I can add those to the list. Won't you do the same for him? Forgive me for hoping the future will not ask it of me. Something not very nice waiting across that bridge in the distance, more powerful than anything else in all the world. If Yuri can put his life on the line, and so can I, gods be damned. There's always a choice, Estra. It seems everybody else has already made theirs. Yuri and I are simply following along, picking at loose threads. You remind me of a man I once knew. You're always crossing bridges, Estra. I hope one day I meet you on the other side. Not really. Alright, let's go ahead and head forward. But yeah, but like I said earlier, the number one reason I want to add Xbox 360 to Viewer's Choice is for the indie games. Because right now, I think a modded Xbox 360 is the only way that you can play indie games. Oh hey, look, I'm back home. Okay. Wow, I really am back home. Look at that. All right, let's see what's over. I don't think I ever got to see what was on the to the left, but let me see what's over to the right here. Oh, I think I need to open up the bridge in order to get in there. Oh, what do we have here? The floor sounds hollow. Yeah, I might need something to get in there. It is so strange to see it empty after all these years. I wonder if they see us, the gods, like people in Valhalla or Folk Vanguard. What's going to be going on? Forgive me, home is not far away, I promise. We can rest there tonight. Hey, well, alright, well, I guess I can, I guess I have to head back into my old cottage. Before I do that, let's see what else I might potentially miss here. Boulder? Forsetti, it's such a relief to see you both. That you will be with us soon. She has a habit of sensing. Is something wrong? Yuri was gravely wounded. There was a battle atop Jotunheimer. I think I am a queen now. I fought Eric. Yuri took a hit from a stupid little frog. What do I do? I'm at my wit's end. If the worst were to happen, give him to us. Do not be so excitable. It is disrespectful. I'll fix him, Esther, I promise. Oh, okay.
Parting is such sweet sorrow when tomorrow is not met. When morning will not bring relief and hearts cannot forget. Come back, my dearest one. Your soul is ours alone. Seek my voice atop the tide. I'll carry you back home.
What did I miss?
How do you know to do that? My wife to pass on her knowledge had always been her greatest aspiration. With my odal power in her spine, my little sparrow is the best of both of us. Okay, I guess it was worth fixing this guy up. How can I ever repay either of you for this? Come home, when all is said and done, I would ask you to return to the place of your birth. Here you will not be alone. Both of you will stay. I have many years of absence to make up for. I owe it to our people, as do I. Then go well, daughter of Thyone, child of Anna, ensure the world is not ready for you. Okay. Alright, let's see what else we got here. Someone may have the key. Quest first. The end of the world can wait. Hopefully for eternity. There's something in here. No, doesn't look like it. Oh! What's this? Expired mayonnaise. Does that taste good? I'm not really a fan of mayonnaise, so I wouldn't know. That's definitely that's a, resource. I wonder if there's something here that I can pick up to, open that? Or maybe I'm supposed to... I don't imagine it would taste good. Why would I pick that up? Unless it was like... Unless it was for like a recipe or something. Dark blood, elk's eye. Huh. Okay. It might be for some, like, bizarre, like, brewing some bizarre potion, I guess. Let's see, can I go this way? Yeah, alright, let's see what's over here. Ooh, here we go. Okay, we got a puzzle up there. What gave you that idea? You got dirt in your eye or something? Go away, I'm busy. I'll just rest for a bit in your pocket. Maybe a cheeky peek? Okay. Alright, wow, I didn't realize I would actually be doing a lot of optional stuff today. Add the correct number of dots to both squares and submit your answer. Be careful, you only have one up to... Okay. Okay, yeah, it's one of these again. Let's see. Oh, okay. Black dots. Right, so 2, 1, so that's the same. I assume those black dots are probably going to be... I wonder if those are... I wonder if those are also small dots that are just like layered inside of... Because I'm looking at that that one with 2 dots in it, the 2 big dot or small dots in the big dot. Well, let me work through this and see if I can piece it together. So if we were to assume that's, I'm assuming those 2 squares up there in the next to the hollow square are probably going to be like an addition problem. So let me look at the bottom left one first. So that plus that equals 4, 8, 10. All right, so 1, 2, 4, 3. Okay, so that's 4. Oh wait, there's another one there. 5, 6. I'm going to assume 7. So let's assume that that is 7. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, I'm getting my stuff mixed up here. Let me try this again. Let me look for the ones there first. Okay, so it looks like they both have those dot things. So let's try it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the bottom left corner dots. Assuming that's 4, and then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Let's see. Am I missing anything? 1. Alright, so that adds up to 10. It makes sense. Okay. Nintendo's real model is get that Nintendo any way possible. But hey, if we Nintendo, we might as well Nintendo. It's the green, it's the green, it's the green you need. When I look at the Switch 2, it's the green that I see. Maybe. I might have to... I can't guarantee anything, though. You got what you wanted, but you lost what you had. But, yeah, I think it might be... I think they're trying to do with the Switch 2 what they're doing with the NSO games, you know, the NES and Super Nintendo, GameCube, and, you know, N64 and stuff, where it's, you know, just coming out, it's releasing with a very limited selection of games, and then they're hoping that all the later games that they add in the future will end up adding to the value of the console. Yeah, it kind of sucks, though, that they only announced, like, what, 3 exclusives so far? Or I guess technically 4, because I keep forgetting about that one Fast game. Yeah, I think that one... I can't remember what it's called. I think it's Fast Neo? No, not Fast... No, there's Fast Racing Neo, there's Fast RMX, and then there's another Fast game. And that's, I think that's a Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive as well. I find it very interesting that Nintendo didn't seem to talk about it to any degree. Oh yeah, and then there's also that From Software Switch 2 game. I don't remember if they said that was a Switch 2 exclusive, or if it's going to be a multi-plat game. And then there was Donkey Kong Bonanza, and then there was that Kirby Air Riders game. But still, though, out of the whole year that's gone by so far, they've only announced, like, what, 5 exclusives? 5, 6 exclusives? That's a bit of a ways off. Wow. But yeah, I really think that they should have put more eggs in the backwards compatibility basket, since that seems to be at the moment the best reason to own a Switch 2. Especially if you don't already have a Switch 1. But still, man, you gotta consider that asking price, though. All right, let's try it. But I only have one shot at this, though, so I can't afford to make any mistakes. So let's see. So let's try it. So that's 2, 4. Okay. And then that one is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Is it? Wait. Hold on. Let me try this again. So that 1, 2. 1, 2. So that's 4. Just want to make sure I don't miss anything. That's 4. And then the upper right quadrant is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I think that's right, right? Alright, I'll come back to that. I think the DS might be the best Nintendo handheld, if not device, to get right now. Or one of the 3DSs or the 2DS. Really. I guess in that case you're probably better off getting the new Nintendo 3DS. For the uninitiated, that's literally what it's called, the new Nintendo 3DS, because that actually has 4 shoulder buttons on it, and I think something else. I think it might have a built-in Circle Pad Pro. I don't remember what all it has on it, but I do know that it has like a better processor in it. But yeah, I would recommend getting the new Nintendo 2DS is the one that actually folds in. The original 2DS does not fold. Okay, let's see. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, and then that one is 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I got this, right? I hope I got it. I'm just very nervous because it looks like the second and third squares have the same number count. Yeah, let me count the third one again. Because 3DS has the DS games as well as some Wii games, and the DS has Game Boy Advance. Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about I thought you were talking about like jailbreaking a handheld console. Yeah, because in that case, you'd probably be able to put pretty much anything up to the 3DS onto that thing. But yeah, the 3DS has all the DS games, and the original DS has the Game Boy Advance games. But if you want to take the extra step and go the modding route or the jailbreaking route, then yeah, a new Nintendo 3DS might be your best bet. I don't know how easy it is to mod those things, but I guess it would depend on ultimately what you were looking for. Okay, let me count this again, because I have a feeling that I might be overlooking something here. See, this is kind of the main reason why I'm so hesitant to play a Professor Layton game, because I'm afraid that I might be overthinking things. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, so that's 4. Okay, and then so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I'm still counting 10. Okay, let me count the second one again. 2. So that's 2. And then 4. And then 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10. And then this one is 2, 4. I think. Okay, so yeah, these two are using the same thing. I don't know why I didn't realize that earlier. So that's 2, and then 4, and then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, well I guess I'll submit it. Did I do it? I think I got it. You don't have to be so sheepish for asking for help. See, we figured it out. Okay, I guess I did figure it out. I guess. Are there more? This is the last one my boy left behind. He took the rest with him. Okay, well, there's that. Whoa, what do we have here? Optional lore?
Do you have a boy? If you do, he won't be as good as my boy. He had his mother's eyes.
Challenge accepted.
His father's fur. My fur. All red and glossy. But he had smarts, my boy. His brother was a climber, his sister was a jumper. But this boy, he was a thinker. So he thunk. A lot. My boy left his puzzles on all of our trees. But as he grew, his fur was not as glossy, his eyes not as bright. My boy was ill. He asked to see the world beyond our tree. Why? I don't know. It's a good tree, but we left it anyway. I took my boy through Isa, around the chilly hill, and through the dark place. He left puzzles along the way, marking our journey home. We made it to Ola, the land where the spirits say the pines touch the sky. My boy liked it there, very muchly so. But we did not make it home. The spirits took my son in Nastrand, the darkest of places, so far from our tree.
Follow his trail back to your tree. I also want to remember the way. Let's find him, warn him. How would I tell my wife our boy is gone? Down in the darkest of places, how do I do that? to speak instead of the things he saw, the people he met on his journey. That was quite the adventure. Shall we see what this last one has to say together? Ooh, another one. Okay. Use the answers from Tosker's previous wait, whoa, what? As a key for creating the image Grilly made for his father. Okay. Oh, okay, so I'm assuming this one allows me multiple... it didn't say anything about limited choices. I have a feeling I know what to do here, but... Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Okay, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Okay. And I'm assuming the right side is for the right side, maybe? Let's see. 1, 2, 4. Alright, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, that's 10. 1, 2, 4, 5. Okay. Oh, okay. Wow, that was relatively easy. Yeah, thank you, Jet Engine. It's surprising that I actually managed to figure that one out much more quickly than the previous one. You know what's semi-funny? YouTube videos went from 20 minutes to like 5... YouTube videos went from negative 20 minutes? Wait, what? Negative 20 minutes? YouTube videos went from, about 20 minutes to, like, 5 minutes? Wait, what? Minus 20 minutes to, like, 5 minutes. What does that mean? Minus 20 minutes? Was that a typo? Did you mean to type, like, 20 seconds? Oh, about, not minus. Ah, okay. Oh, you know what? I think that might be a... Oh, is that a tilde? Oh, that is a tilde. Yeah, I had to get up and look at it. It looked like a minus from where I'm sitting. Okay, yeah. Yeah, sub 20 minutes to, like, 5 minutes to, like, 3 hours. Okay, yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't see it from where I was sitting. I'm sitting, like 10 feet away from my smaller computer screen where I have my chat window up, so that's why I had a hard time looking at it. But yeah, what does that mean? Sub 20 minutes to like 5 minutes to like 3 hours? I want to make sure that I'm reading this right. Did that mean to say like about 20 minutes to like 5 minutes to like 3 hours? Oh wait, are you talking about like back in like 2005 when it first came out to like the midway point to around like 2015 to where they were only about 5 minutes? You know what? Thinking about it, I think that might actually make sense because I think at around 2015 the algorithm prioritized the number of viewers, and now today it prioritizes watch time. A lot of videos are now multiple hours in length and get 1 million. Yeah, I think that makes sense now because, you know, back in 2005, back in the very early days of YouTube, a lot of videos they prioritized. Now, I think back then you were only limited to doing up to about 15-minute videos, and very, very specific users were allowed to make longer videos. But then people started, and then at around like 2015, the people were allowed to you know, start making money off of their videos, and around that time the algorithm was prioritizing the number of viewers that you would get, which is why there was a lot of videos that were just about like 5 minutes long. There was a lot more like short form content. But then as time went on, like, 5 years later or such, the algorithm ended up changing to, like, prioritizing, watch time. And because the algorithm prioritized watch time, it just made more sense to make, hour-long videos or something that could, keep viewers engaged for a longer amount of time. Without much effort. That's what I was thinking. Yeah. Oh, 20 minutes was like 2009, 2015. Yeah. Oh, 2009, 2015. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, so I think before 2009 was when because you got to remember there was a 15-minute limit up to a certain point. It might have been up to around like 2009, 2010 or something. But yeah, that was basically just that was just a result of YouTube evolving into what it is now. Well, I guess evolving or devolving depending on how you look at it. Especially considering today where YouTube is much more, YouTube basically front ends it basically puts a lot of newscast stuff and a lot of mainstream YouTube channels on their front page. A lot of the mainstream media has basically moved on to YouTube for consumption. It's no longer the the outsider's haven that it used to be back in the back in even like 2015. Gone are the days of the laser collection and Charlie the Unicorn. And I want to say it was about like maybe around the time when Rebecca Black's Friday video came out, when we started seeing a major change in how content was being put onto the website. I wonder if somebody made a YouTube video series on the history of YouTube. Oh, I think Emperor Lemon actually tried to make a video series on that. I know that he made a video. I don't remember exactly what it was about, but I do know that it was that it heavily involved. Well, maybe not heavily involved. It involved the very first YouTube video ever made, me at the zoo. I think, yeah, he made a video series called YouTube Geographic, and it was basically about stuff that happened in YouTube's history. It happened about like he made a video talking about how Viacom was actually defeated one time in the whole copyright thing. He made a video on the meme neutral response. Also, Let's Plays have they've stopped being more good. I know, right? Because so many people are starting to realize just how ridiculously easy it is to just sit in front of a camera and just play video games. A lot of these people, like, they're not even really giving you engaging content anymore. A lot of these people, they see other people just playing video games, and they think, oh, hey, I can do the same thing. While being ignorant to the fact that, billions of people, maybe not billions, but at least millions of people have that same idea, and because, millions of people are doing it, there's not virtually nobody left to actually watch the videos, and the few people who are watching videos are primarily watching, the more popular people. In fact, I actually noticed that a lot of the more, popular streamers, they're not even really, playing video games anymore. Now it seems to be more about, just basically talking politics, essentially. I don't really see a whole lot of, popular, video game streamers anymore. I don't really see Jacksepticeye anymore. I don't really see, Markiplier anymore. I hardly ever see any more, Game Grumps, videos anymore. PewDiePie is pretty much done with YouTube videos, and yeah, it seems like a lot of the the popular video game content creators just aren't really they're not really part of the mainstream anymore. Either that, or they're just barely phasing out. It's nowhere near as big as the days of PewDiePie and Markiplier and such. But there were some creators that were really good. Yeah, I guess it's kind of a relative thing. I didn't really find myself watching a whole lot of content, video game content creators. I only like I was only invested in like maybe a small handful of like, you know, sub 1,000 subscriber Let's Players. I distinctly remember like this one Let's Play of a guy who basically created like his own unique overlay that he would update as the playthrough went on. I can't remember his name for the life of me. But you know, that lasted a while. I can't really think of anybody else. I watched a lot of Game Grumps back in the old days. Not so much anymore. You know, both in the you know, the JonTron and you know, Danny days. If they made the videos in the if they made the videos in the series match the average length from the eras they were talking about, it would be fair and funny, or at least meta. Yeah. I like Vintage Beef a lot. Vintage Beef. Vintage Beef. That name sounds familiar, but for some reason my thoughts keep going to Retsupre. I know that Retsupre actually used to make commentaries on a lot of the you know, a lot of those old ass you know, review videos. And I know they basically made it a meme to anytime they do a commentary on a gaming in the Clinton years video, they would basically open up with some like, I guess some Bill Clinton joke like related to video games, like I am the Final Fantasy or something like that. The current trend right now are scripted content that is super long. Yeah. Especially the kind of scripted content where everybody's just all like, hey, what's going on, guys? This is Mr. Nonstop Physicality. I'm gonna keep you from being bored. Please like and subscribe. But before we talk about that, let's talk about today's sponsor. Have you heard about fucking Surfshark? God, I'm just not a big fan of that that presentation style where they're just always just so happy and always so cheery. It just comes off as so corporate. Yeah, that's kind of the reason why a lot of the YouTube videos that I usually watch are much more like, you know, down to earth kind of stuff. I don't really watch a whole lot of you know, video game. The only time I ever watch a video on a specific game, you know, whether it be a review or a let's play or something, is to try to get a feel for like other people's opinions to see if it's yeah, to see if anybody's like you know, saying something that I haven't already said. Before we continue with this Hitman, thanks to our oh god, BetterHelp. Why are people still taking BetterHelp sponsorship? I'm pretty sure at this point, the whole controversy with BetterHelp, like leaking people's like information and like, you know, just hiring like just whatever like people who claim to be like, I guess, therapists. I'm pretty sure that's common knowledge at this point. Like, I'm pretty sure everybody knows just how controversial BetterHelp is. And especially like when you see the BetterHelp sponsorship and like videos about like video games and movies and such. It's like, hey, I want to support my favorite like movie critic or my favorite video game like movie talk video talk about her. So I'm going to get therapy to show support. It's like I think, like, you know, if you're going to, like, take up a sponsorship for, like, any kind of, like, therapy session, like, you kind of have to want it for yourself. You know, like, especially on a video with that doesn't really seem to, like, you know, specialize, you know, like, in mental health. Like, even if BetterHelp wasn't, you know, as controversial as it is, you know, today. Yes, I know the drama. It's like years old. Why do they keep doing it? I know, right? like honestly, like I would actually be much more willing to take a Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship than BetterHelp at this point. Hell, I'll even take Ground News, and I don't even know anything about politics. But, yeah, man. Yeah, the fact that, yeah, YouTube is a completely different beast than, you know, what it was a long time ago. You know, not to mention that, not to mention that in-video sponsorships, they just date your videos, too. You know, I come in wanting to watch a video, wanting to get, like, somebody's, like, thoughts or opinions on something, and then out of nowhere, they just hit me with something that they expect me to just skip. Like, why the hell should I even have to skip it just to get to the rest of the video? Like, if you absolutely have to take a sponsorship, then put it at the end of your video. You know, that way it's, it's out of the way of, the video that I actually came here to watch. The Mr. Beast commercial, X-Honey. Yeah, I know that both of those were pretty controversial. I haven't looked into it myself, but I do know that that both of those have, seen their own shares of controversies. I know that Honey was also a really huge sponsorship as well. Raid Shadow Legends just released the new Doom boss in Doom Tower. Join with Link to own the game. And who knows, you could even find me in the game, I say, as I only play for like about an hour just to get footage from my fucking sponsorship. If even that. Like seriously, like you go to all these people who took up the sponsorship and you only see them, they only played for like, what, less than 2 hours? And then they never picked it up again. Oh god, I also remember that that scripted shit where Raid Shadow Legends actually specifically had you reading word for word from a script they typed up, forget everything you know about mobile gaming because one of the biggest games in 2019 is finally here and it's going to change everything. You know that thing? Like, I can't believe I can almost recite the beginning of that script. It was so infamous. Introducing paid Shady Legends. And the fact is, like, the number that they kept flexing on their on the page's store page, the number they were flexing was the number of accounts that were being created. It wasn't flexing the number of like active players or the number of purchases being made. And people only kept taking advantage of it. In fact, I actually remember somebody said that someone actually streamed on stream they created 1,000 different accounts just so they could fulfill their own sponsorship requirements. And the Raid Shadow Legends people, they just did not give a shit. They just fucking let them, they just let them do that. They just let them off the hook. Because, hey, as long as they have a gigantic number to flex, it benefits them. It was like, I have a challenge for you. Oh god, the challenge thing. Go to every single one of your computers. Your mama, your daddy, your grandpa, your mom's, your grandmom's grandma. Oh my god, the challenge thing. Plus the fact that you couldn't skip the first 5 seconds, it could really, actually make somebody think, oh, okay, I'm gonna take up a challenge. It sounds really easy. Yo, look at me, I'm accomplishing something in life. I completed a challenge, even though all I'm doing is just... I'm basically just doing what Honey wants. It's basically like the equivalent to those mobile game ads where it just shows somebody playing a game like some of the absolute easiest levels and the easiest puzzles in the world super fucking terribly as a way to try to get you to say, hey, but you can't solve this puzzle because I sure as shit can't. Basically insulting your fucking intelligence like that. In an attempt to try to get you to be all like, hey, okay, I can do this. You know, the shit that people can do to, get you to do stuff. You really gotta watch out for that kind of stuff. Royal Pair, okay, Royal Pair I'm not familiar with. I heard accepted the sponsorship, which was a Twitch stream, right, but made it super low quality on purpose and made it a Family Guy overlap with horrible audio. Yeah, and Raid Shadow Legends, they didn't fucking care. Because it was getting numbers up. It didn't matter if you were being serious, if you were being satirical. One of the old Twitch streamers that I actually used to watch a lot actually did something like that because he said he needed to get a new bathroom. And in that same stream, he was watching all sorts of he was shitting on the game like fucking crazy. He was going on, watching all those advertisements, saying that those looked like shit. And Raid Shadow Legends didn't care. I can't help but feel like they were just, leaning into the stereotype, and why wouldn't they? Like, if it benefited them financially. And again, like, all they were promoting was just an empty calorie number. Just the number of accounts being created. Oh, look, we have, like, 50 million new players. That only, like, played it for, like, 2 seconds. But you don't need to know that part. And why wouldn't you use that number? It's not like people are actually going to do their research. People like you and me, like, we know better, but we're in the minority. We actually have, a much more elaborate and nuanced definition of research. We're not normies. I should raid Shadow Legends. Yeah, probably. If I feel like, playing along with the stereotype. But I want, funnily enough, I actually haven't really heard of the name Raid Shadow Legends, recently. Are they still around? Because I think the last time I saw a Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship was like 8 months ago or something? Last year? Because nowadays it seems like Ground News has basically become the new Raid Shadow Legends. But, point being, sponsorships. They're very intrusive, they outdate videos to hell. Like, yeah, they make you money, but why the hell should I have to skip them? At the very least, put them at the end of your video. Like, I came here to watch a video, dude. Let me watch my video, dude. Like, you can tell me about the sponsorship later. Ground News and Surfshark are still doing fine. Yeah, Surfshark too, but yeah, Ground News are still... Yeah, Ground News is basically the, it's basically become, the new Raid Shadow Legends, essentially, at this point. Oh yeah, and Factor. Yeah, I do see Factor a lot as well. Who else do I see? I don't see Skillshare very often. I'll still see Skillshare every now and then, but... not often. But yeah, point being, sponsors. They suck. Yeah, I know. They help pay the bills, but that's no excuse for them to be intrusive. Like, if you absolutely have to take a sponsor, put that shit at the end of your video. Like, I shouldn't have to manually skip shit. Okay? Alright. You finished them all. You should be very proud. He was complete. You showed him the world outside of Isa. That was his wish. How lucky your son was to have a father like you. I am pretty great, huh? Isn't it time for you to, shove off? I got a tree to get home to. I know, you're welcome. Okay. Alright, what's this one? Nebula's still doing fine in the, interesting circle. Nebula! I can't remember what Nebula was. I don't see Nebula often, that's probably why I die. But then again, I think, like, maybe every time I see Nebula, I just, do the manual skip thing anyway. Some sponsor will probably end up being some mafia or something. Boy, that'll be the day. I guess the closest that we have to a mafia sponsor is, BetterHelp. It was like, Netflix for nerds. Ah, okay. Interesting. So it's in, like, every nerd video. Ah, okay, gotcha. So it's basically just another, like, movie streaming service. The Impossible Puzzle. Ooh. Sounds interesting. Yeah, don't even get me started on the fucking streaming services. It's like all, like, 400 of them. Oh, boy. Okay. Alright, select the correct circle. You have one chance. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Okay, X and Y. Okay. X, Y. I'm assuming this is a coordinates puzzle. Because I know that X is horizontal, Y is vertical. I see those marks on the right there. Let's see. We got a 3 up there. 3 dots means 3. 3 equals 3. Okay, so then 1 and 2. I'm assuming this is referring to a 3. It's literally, yeah, Curiosity Stream. That's another one too. It's Curiosity Stream, but Nebula. Roblox has streaming services now? What the fuck? Oh my god. Where you can watch YouTube videos? What? But isn't there already a YouTube app for that? What? Why would you need to go to Roblox to watch YouTube videos? Like, you can already do that. What? What the... Why? Like, why don't you use that opportunity to promote, like, Gilded or something? Because you need to have a Roblox account to use Gilded. Put a streaming service on Gilded. Make Gilded, like, an alternative to X or something. Like, do something that actually matters. Okay, let's see. So, X and Y. So there's 3... Okay, so what am I looking for? It seems like this is a, because I see the 2 1s here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, this is a coordinates puzzle. So what am I looking for exactly? What is my, what is my, I see that, that X and Y have like colons after them, but I'm not seeing a number anywhere. Now, the closest thing to a number is, and I have to pick just 1 dot. If I'm to assume that 3 is this dot, then what does the 3 represent in... Let's see. It's a one-time purchase of like $1. I think it wasn't made by Roblox itself, just random devs. Oh, just random devs. Huh. Okay. Alright, that makes sense. Okay, it wasn't a... It's not an official thing, then. It's just a, Okay. But still, that's very interesting that you have to... a one-time purchase of $1? Why charge for something like that? Like, wouldn't it be much easier to just... like, have... YouTube running on, like, your second screen or something? Or, like, a second, like, device? Because I'm assuming most people who are playing Roblox are going to be playing on a computer anyway. And virtually everybody has a smartphone anyway, so why not just, like, load up a video on YouTube? It will eventually be free? Okay, eventually it'll be free. Okay. Alright, as long as it ends up free, then... Okay, fine. That's just what I do. Right, yeah. Okay. Like, yeah, something like that should absolutely be free. Especially since there's already, you know, plenty of free apps on mobile devices. You know, whether... And I'm talking about, like, you know, Nintendo Switch, you know, iPhone, Android. You know, oh, you're playing Roblox right now. Ah, you're playing Roblox right now. Okay, gotcha, yeah. Yeah, I'm probably not going to get into Roblox because... You know, primarily because it requires an account. And if it requires an account, I'm assuming it's going to have, like, a ton of content. And for a game like that, I'm probably not going to stick with it for very long anyway, because I don't really have a passion for that kind of thing. I made a Warner Brothers account because I actually do have a passion for platform fighters. But now that Multiversus is gone, what the hell am I using it for now? Now I'm just kind of sitting here waiting for Multiversus Infinite. But point being, yeah, it doesn't really seem like it's, you know, worth getting into Roblox. And besides, I already have, like, tons of other games that I need to get to anyway as well, so... Yeah, if I were to jump into Roblox, I would only maybe just play for, like, a few hours and then just drop it relatively quickly. Alright, let's get back into this. Oh, wait a minute! What if those aren't colons? What if... What if those are numbers there? What if that means X2, Y2? Okay, if that's the case, then... Okay. Looking around the rest of the screen here, I'm not seeing anything else. Okay. So if that's the case, then I'm assuming this dot right here, that would technically be... If this was on a, like on a graphing grid, I can't remember what it's called, but if this was on that, that XY graphing grid, then that would mean this would be X2, because you know, X and Y are horizontal and vertical, respectively. So this would be X2, Y2. Yeah, because this would be X5, Y2, this would be X4, Y4, this would be X3, Y5. So if that means what I think it means, and besides, if like I said, if I get it wrong, then I can easily just get it on my second playthrough. So, but you know, I have gotten pretty much every other puzzle right, except for that one holy shirt thing. So, I guess we'll try it. Let me look. Take one more look and see if I'm not missing anything here. 3 equals 3. 2 equals 2. Okay, let's try. And I'm assuming this is going to be the final puzzle, the final optional puzzle of the game. You know, given the name of the puzzle, the impossible puzzle. So let's see. I think I did it. Yes! Wow, okay. I guess it wasn't so impossible after all. I think the word impossible was basically just a, it was just a marketing strategy. But, yeah. But, you know, that XY thing, it's a relatively common, you know, thing in, you know, in, what's it called? Algorithm? No, not algorithm. Arithmetics. Yeah, I remember enjoying, you know, working with those, you know, a lot back when I was, you know, taking those classes. So I think it makes sense that I would have retained that kind of knowledge. I think it just said the impossible puzzle just for the sake of, you know, scaring the viewer to make it look a bit more intimidating than it actually is. Alright, what's down here? Does it look like there's, anything here? It's just a fence. Alright, well, let's, I guess we'll probably go ahead and, let's see, do you guys say anything else? Oh, what do we got here? Good to see you both. What was the word you had used, sweetheart? I felt a disturbance, that's what I said. Yes, the daughter of, ATONE caused a disturbance. Who could have foreseen that? Well, you sort of killed a king, that might have done it. Have you, recovered? Forseti, I don't know, does Forseti want to talk about it? Yeah, let's try. It will take us a lifetime, Estra, but for now we are at peace with what has happened. Are you talking about Mama? Yes, Sparrow. Estra was very brave, so were you. Bingolf is better for having you both here. Will you stay? Nintendo doesn't feel like Nintendo. They don't put the same level of effort into their games. Really? Yeah, I'm really hoping that that Mario Kart World is just a Now, Mario Kart World did just recently come out. I think Nintendo has basically gotten into the habit of you know, releasing stuff you know, preemptively, you know, semi-complete, and then coming out with updates later as they make progress in order to make a more, you know, complete title. But from what I'm hearing, apparently, from what I heard, apparently it's impossible to do traditional 3-lap races online in that game. I might have misheard that, but, you know, that sounds like a very, very radical departure from what Mario Kart usually does. I mean, I do appreciate the inclusion of having you drive from track to track in order to continue the race, but you know, having something a bit more traditional. You know, don't you think like that probably should have been a bit of a no-brainer for Mario Kart? You know, especially since that's what's been established. And I heard apparently the open world was very empty anyway. I did take interest in that whole the whole like parkour thing where you can like grind on rails and ride on walls and stuff. I thought that seemed like a pretty cool feature to include in a Mario Kart game, and to also, you know, justify a new Mario Kart entry. They stopped really caring much about the community and the small events. I guess, yeah. Yeah, I don't know what. I don't know what Nintendo's gonna do. It seems like they're like, I don't know exactly like what their focus is on right now. You know, they released the Switch 2, but they're not even really making any games for it. And apparently there are still some Switch 1 games coming out right now. Yeah, it seems like Nintendo really started you know, going downhill since Doug Bowser took over. But yeah, their stuff has gotten so expensive. Alright, I have many years of absence to make up for, Estra. I owe it to our people. My daughter and I will be its new caretakers, as it should have always been. We may be joining you, Boulder. There's a seat with your name on it. We shall see about that. And show the world is not ready for you. Come back, promise. Much talk about it on your return. Okay. Locked. Someone may have the key. Oh, I think I may have to, Wait, no. I think, that key, was that to, someplace here, or was it, somewhere else? I think Van Golf was a different place, right? Or is this Van Golf? Well, either way, I can just, come back for that later. And besides, it's probably just going to be for just another rhythm game upgrade anyway. So, ooh, stale bread. Yeah, I'm definitely going to eat that because I have really tough teeth. I bet you feel really big standing in here now, don't you? A little bit. What does that feel like? Home? No, being big. Overrated. Rain tends to hit me first. So true. You can have a bed to yourself tonight if you wish. A whole one? One entire bed. Try not to get lost in it. I sure hope I do. Okay. What the hell?
Are you having bad dreams again?
I do not think them dreams anymore.
Oh. I'm scared, Estra.
So am I. But we should not fear being afraid. It means we are human.
I'm a frog.
You certainly are.
What do you think's waiting for us?
Maybe another undead.
I don't want to fight that.
I would take it over a god.
Do you mean that?
Yes. No. I'm unsure. I would rather no one was there. Just you, me, and the tree. Sort this all out without anyone interfering.
We've done pretty well so far. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Try and get some sleep, little friend. We will soon find out.
Okay. I should get to the table room. Ah, my old list. Please, Dallor, do not be there. What was that place that had the that hollow trapdoor again? I think the closest that that Nintendo comes to doing like small events now is are the Pokemon Go like community things. I don't know if they still do like any like summer events. Like that one time when I went to okay, wrong one. Like there was this one time, you know, while the Wii was in its you know, high days, while it was you know, still relatively popular. Or sounds hollow. Interesting. I wonder how I can get in there. That didn't seem to unlock anything, though. Yeah, I don't know if Nintendo still does that anymore. Now, wait, didn't they do like a gathering event where people could actually come to play the Switch 2 just recently? Okay, where do... Oh, wait, no, I think I know where I need to go. Monotype. Yeah, I can just get the monotypes that, Damn, I've been, I haven't really been playing this game for 3 hours. I spent about an hour just shooting the shit with everybody, but I think I might be close to the end here. You know, this is starting to feel very, Whoa! Across the bridge, I couldn't stop them, I tried. You knew we were in Vingolf. That I did know, yes. I couldn't involve you, but now you're here. Now you're upset. Do not cross the bridge, Estra. Don't do it. I know someone in the village. He can heal you. I know someone in the village, Boulder. He can heal you. I'm ready now, Estra. How good it would be, though, to see my friend again. I couldn't bear seeing him sad, Estra. His magic won't work. I'm a god. What the hell? I couldn't save ATONE, Estra. He was my friend, and I love him very much. I also feel like streamers on YouTube just stream now. They don't really... I also feel like streamers on YouTube just stream now. They don't really make it that engaging. Yeah... I think like the only like streamers on YouTube that actually do try to do something engaging are, you know, people who like talk about other things, whether it be politics or you know, movies. But even then, like they only you know, rarely you know, engage with chat. Like most of the time they're just like talking to most people. It's just talking to a camera. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I can you know, understand. You know, the whole live streaming thing. It seems like for a lot of streamers these days, especially the popular streamers, interacting with chat seems like a very smart, very small, a very lucky bonus now. Like no one really seems to be, you know, talking to people anymore. Now they're just talking about their own things, and they're only, like, I guess talking about you know, like anytime they anytime somebody mentions somebody in chat, it's usually for the point of like debunking like something that they think they can easily debunk. And most of the time, it ultimately, you know, ends up falling flat. Bundun is pretty cool. Bundun, I'll have to take that down at somewhere. Let me see if I can write that down. Okay, let me do this. Okay. But yeah, another thing too is that it also kind of depends on the on how lucky it is to you know have somebody to talk to. Like, you know, take me, for example. Like, my biggest weakness, like, especially if I'm playing a game where nothing engaging is really all that... isn't really, you know, happening on screen, something, you know, interesting happening, and I'm not, like, you know, learning new stuff. Like, you know, my biggest weakness is that, like, I kind of have to rely on, you know, chatting with somebody in order to, you know, make an interesting live stream. And that's something that I'm really trying to work on, especially while I'm playing a video game. But you know, after I'm done with a video game, usually what I do is that I give you my my thoughts on it after everything is done. But you know, one can only narrate what happens on screen for so long before it ultimately ultimately ends up doling out. He does Roblox and some other games. Mostly he does stuff with... okay, gotcha. Right. Okay, I'll check him out once I get the opportunity to. Let's see. She found me here, struck me down. She said that it wasn't killing a god if they died of their wounds. That it was my own weakness. She wrought the gate key. I tried. I did. I marked the changes for you to help. I only wanted to help. Okay. Oh! What do we have here? Don't let it be... Oh, I thought that was something that I could, I thought that was something I could read. I was about to say, how the hell did he get that behind him if he couldn't move? I mean, hell, the fucking, blood markings and, fucking, what was it? Danganronpa, made more sense. That the first death of the game. Try not to, spoil anything. Alright, let's, Oh, okay, so this is the final, thing. Let's see, what do we got here? We're down the track in the correct order. Okay, is this the same or... Wait, whoa, wait, really? Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I think I see what's going on here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 1. Gotcha, okay. Then that, then that, then that. Okay. So wait, was this where he, was that the place where he got, stabbed to death? Now, it's interesting that there are games where, that would actually choose, like, different colors for blood. You know, bringing up Danganronpa again, the blood in that game was like hot pink. Can I open this, like, at all? Force sounds hollow. I don't suppose there's something I can use to get in there, right? Yeah, I'm missing a lot of items here. But yeah, I'm probably gonna have to get those on a separate playthrough. All right, let's cross the bridge. Yo, here we go. You have made your forefathers proud. That was sarcasm, by the way. I gathered. All-Father, sir, forgive me, but I am so very tired. Yuri and I still have your job to do, however, so if you please just step aside. You would rather progress blind than spend another moment in audience with me? Please do not give yourself that much credit. Foolhardy, just like your father. So I've been told. If you're a completionist, Forza Horizon might not be for you. Okay, right. There's a bunch of side activities, and the online mode has been down since like 2006. So there are quests that are exclusive to online mode? Gotcha, right. Now, aren't there like servers that are still online for the Xbox 360? Like, have fans like created their own servers for like some of these 360 games? You know, after they had like shut down? So, but even then, I'm assuming this probably isn't one of those games. I don't know. Right. But even then, like, even if it was, if there is a lot of stuff to do in Forza Horizon, it probably wouldn't be worth going for them, especially since I'm usually not that good at racing games anyway. You will listen, or you will follow the footsteps of men before you and meet a violent end at the base of that accursed tree. Alright. Another book, I guess.
This tale will not show my kind in a favorable light.
These stories rarely do.
My wife was not the last I sought the tree's help in bringing back from the precipice of death. But I have...
There are, like, objectives to do in online, but I guess you cannot. Right.
Went alone. A father should never outlive his daughter, even one of immortal flesh, such as I. She was dying, and I was desperate. The tree is neither good nor bad. It simply exists to keep the world in a state of equilibrium. But as I asked more of it, I tipped that balance. You must understand, we could never have known. The elder tree grew of ask. It was not made by us. It is a scale, the keeper of peace. But the soul of a god is worth thousands. The tree, seeking an equivalent exchange, cast out the blue vein plague from its roots and harvested those thousands of lives. I have never known such horror. Their screams haunt me, Estra. I tore the heart of the tree from its bark, halting the flow of souls to its core. My daughter faded, but the killing stopped.
It was ours to hold. Our gift.
The knowledge was too tempting for immortal hearts. It is why, even as we speak now, one of my own seeks to abuse the tree as I once did. It must be destroyed at all costs.
Irreparable damage has been done to the tree. It has been tainted. If that horror were to re-enter its bark, humanity, as we know, would meet a cruel and violent end. You would not do it in my stead. You are the All-Father. Permanently close the Bifrost. If I were to help, I could never return to my people. But you would have put me... you would have me put my life on the line instead. You are imbued with our God-given power. You do not go empty-handed. What say you, girl? Oh, I have plenty to say. Oh, I have plenty to say. You will listen to me as I have listened to your tales of woe and self-pity. Did it sting as I stood atop Jotunheimer and treated your children of stone with an ounce of compassion? The children you had left rotting on that bitter, miserable hill you call the gift? If you cared, you would have interfered. If you cared, the blue vein plague would be gone. If you had an ounce of mercy in you, we would not be sacrificing everything to fix your mess. Though it galls me to be told by a human, we are imperfect, fickle, just as your kind. But when first you trod upon Midgardian soil, none of this changes the fact that Freya, my sister, was beneath the elder tree for the necklace you wear. It is with her blade that the heart must be destroyed. It will be done, but not because you asked. Alright. But yeah, I rarely ever... I think the closest that I've ever gotten to 100%ing a racing game was Split Second. You know, I distinctly remember boosting for the achievements in that game. I don't remember if I actually got all the achievements in that game, at least the online achievements. And I heard that apparently the PC version has a save deleting like glitch that you kind of have to where you kind of have to, like, you know, bypass if this comes to a fight, which it will. You don't need to tell me twice. But yeah, I do remember the other drifting in that game being a little you know, wonky. And of course the rubber band AI didn't help things much. But still, it was a pretty cool concept. I really wish that the sequel to that game wasn't you know, canceled. And it had godlike presentation too. Holy shit. I were responsible of ATONE to have handed the necklace to a child. You were so small, it would have been pitiable, like shooting a fawn. But I have no desire to kill you, girl. It is time to right a great wrong, one that has plagued me for a child's lifetime. You meddle with death. Unashamedly, yes. Man, there's a lot of storybooks in this game. Jeez.
Are you too young to know of love, girl? The matters of the heart have always been my domain, but I did not expect to fall foul of them myself. Sigurd would bring me flowers some days, and I would take them back through the Bifrost to watch them wither on my mantle. I had loved him. Until your father took it upon himself to sever the strings that bound us, permanently. Perhaps love is yet unknown to you, but you have felt much loss, little girl. To watch from afar as all that you have ever known is stripped away. An immortal heart bleeds just as much, you know. I mourned for what felt like a lifetime in Asgard, until a whisper unlocked Odin's sordid secrets. A way to bring my lover back. Now I have a chance to undo the damage your father did. The complicity of your people. Death is not the end, girl. It is merely an agonizing inconvenience.
Let's see. Does it really matter at this point? Like, I'm pretty much fighting no matter what. My world ended 10 years ago. I only wish to restore the balance. I can kind of relate in my own context. OBS. Come on, don't start doom repelling on me. OBS. Knock it off, please. OBS. I see you hovering around that 1,000 area. Come on. Come on, work back up. Come on, don't drop to 0, please. Please. I'm seeing it drop. I'm seeing it drop into the 200s now. Yeah, it looks like I'm... Yeah, my Wi-Fi on my laptop is still online, but I see that thing just barely hovering around like, upper, like, 300s area, 600, 1,000. I wonder if that's because I'm just in this... I guess maybe I'll try continuing and see if things shoot back up. Odin is the one you should have directed your anger towards. You punish my people for obeying the laws. Your kind passed down to us. How was that fair? One we do not choose to play. Do not speak to me of fair. And my love died by his. The only difference being I did not exact my revenge with a massacre. Why ruin your record? Hand me the Elder Heart, Estra, and let me end this. Then you did. Okay. Let's see if the OBS gets any better. Okay, I'm assuming this is the final... Maybe this is the second to final battle. I don't remember exactly how many battles were left to unlock in the arena mode. But I'm pretty sure we're close to the end here. Alright, apparently Quake 3 still has online servers, but I doubt that. Really? Where did you hear that? Okay, so it looks like... Oh, god damn it. I was about to say. Never mind. Come on, OBS. Keep up. Okay, yeah, it looks like... it looks like it's trying to come back online. It just keeps flashing between red and yellow. Should I keep going? Okay, here I'm actually going to I'm gonna go ahead and take a quick bathroom break. Hopefully, when I come back, things will have stabled out. So I will be right back. Alright, we're back. Now, it looks like OBS is stabled out. I guess all it just needed was some time. Okay, let's go ahead and finish this game up. I'm assuming this is probably the second to final battle. Yeah, I'm expecting another one after this one. So let's see what we got here. Huh. Oh, is this a medley of all the music that I played earlier? Yeah, I recognize this chord pattern. I think I'll be going now. Okay, all right. Thanks for sticking around. I'm really glad that we talked about all the stuff that we talked about today. It really gave me a lot to talk about and a lot of information. Yeah, thanks for sticking around. Goof bye. Alright, see you, Chef. What a great way to end off the month of June. But yeah, I haven't really found myself needing to utilize like any of my upgrades. I think I only ever found myself like missing like a grand total of like 2 notes this entire playthrough. Yeah, obviously don't count your chickens before they hatch, but oh, well, my chickens have all hatched now, so...
What a waste killing you would be.
You flatter me.
Spare my life, girl. Be my champion. Shame.
Not this time.
Okay. Damn, good throw. God, that kind of reminds me of that time that I went to axe throwing when I was on vacation. And I think I was actually the best one of the family. I think I ended up like landing the most bullseyes. The god weapon fell to ash in my hands. It was forged by man, not god. Strong enough to kill one, though. I'm sure we're just missing something.
You sure you can't just chop it in half with your axe?
In days of old, my king would bring light to his axe. He once told me it came from the power in his spine, the strength of his heart.
You refused to use anything else, you know. But it sang in your hands as though it was made for our blood alone to wield.
Our power, Istra. Our birthright. forged by the gods themselves. That which sits in our spines and makes our blood sing. Oh, my light, my darling girl, you merely need to open your eyes.
My power is God-forged. Red Hand said that Erik could light his axe. My father could because the power in our spines is God-forged.
Mission!
Esther!
This is all we have left. My God.
Can we go home now?
Yeah, little friend. We can go home.
Oh, okay then. Ah, I see. Okay, so I'm assuming those are all the optional things that we can do. All right, so that's let's see, that's one ending. Looks like there are 4 endings here. Something about the Ah, okay. So it looks like you do have the option to recover Eerie if you want to. Wow, looks like I got a couple of different things to unlock. Okay, well, at least I finished one of the endings, so yeah, GG. Yeah, thank you for that. All right. Okay, so is this just the credit sequence from the menu? Okay. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, yeah, thank you for that. Whew, wow. Yeah, I guess I didn't have that much left to go. But yeah, it looks like there's still a lot that I need to look for. But all that I will end up I'll probably look for on my own time. Yeah, I don't know if there were any like any puzzles that I may have missed. I may have gotten like all the at the very least the hard ones, right? I really like the combat music in this game. Oh, this is one of the battle themes, I think. Okay, so that was ATONE, Heart of the Elder Tree. I'm so glad that I finally got the opportunity to play this one. Okay. Oh, I think that might have been one of the That might have been one of the alternate, I guess, cutscenes. I think that might have been like if you didn't save Erie. Okay, let's see. How many more arena fights do we have? Okay, I need 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I got 3 of these I need to that I need to find. But that I'll just end up doing on my own time. But yeah. To be fair, like I wasn't really expecting to have such an easy time with the rhythm game sections. But I did relatively I did find myself enjoying, you know, a lot of the optional. I think there was only like that one holy shirt that was like super interpretable, that I ended up like skipping out on. There was a couple of arena battles I'd like you to see. Okay. Are they going to be in the arena, or are they? Do I have to like look for them like in the story? Because I don't suppose I can actually go back into my my save data to just like choose specific points in the story, right? Now, are you talking about these? Are you talking about like these 4 here? Unless you already did all 4 of the purple ones. Purple ones? Oh, okay. I didn't realize that these were are these actually selectable? Oh, oh. Shit. I tried to play stupid, but yeah, unfortunately I actually did play all of the, I did already play these, but I can show them on stream if you'd like for me to. Yeah, I didn't really find myself struggling with these. Or pink, I guess, yeah. But yeah, I had a feeling that these were going to be, like found like somewhere within the story itself, but I forgot which ones were unlocked before finishing the game. I like the Dollar song. Yeah, this one. Yeah, I think my personal favorite of these 4 would probably have to go to the Odin theme. I just really like that it has that you know, that big epic you know, climactic you know, battle you know, theme to it. Here for a second. Man. You know, double inputs would really help here. Let's see if I can FC this one. I think a PFC might be out of the question at this point. Did I do it? I think I did it. I think, yeah, that was just a regular FC. Okay, that was actually my first time full comboing this song. I was almost able to get the full combo of this one. Yeah, I'm assuming it might have been the, you know, those like 3 back-to-back notes that that can trip you up. The repeated triple notes on the left side kept getting. Yeah, or really just like, you know, the repeated like triple notes like in general. That's why I said it would be really helpful to have a second button that you can push in order to you know, in order to get those, you know, kind of like the common like Project Diva game. Okay, so that's one FC. In fact, I don't think I've got. Oh, okay, I got an FC on that one. Okay, so these 2 I haven't gotten an FC on. Alright, let's do this one. But either way, like, I can imagine it being, I can imagine being these mini games being much easier to pull off on a keyboard. Either that, or, you know, design the charts in a way so that you don't need to, you know, put those, you know, notes back to back. God damn it! Ah, what did I miss? What? Yeah, something tells me that this wasn't made specifically for controllers. I can't help but feel like I'm just accidentally performing like multiple inputs, or my finger just keeps like slipping off of my fingers. But luckily there aren't any achievements that require me to FC any of these songs. All I have to do is just get a 90% accuracy on all of them. Or maybe not all of them. I think I only need to get a 90% on 15 of them. Let's see, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15... Or maybe I do have to get all of them. But that I can do on my own time, because I think I have... I don't remember if the highest number was 15 or 20 songs. I'll have to take another look at that at some point. But let's see if I can PFC this one. I remember this one being relatively easy. But, you know, point being, you know, if you put these charts in Project Outfox, like, I'll AAA the hell out of them. Or at least SDG them. But yeah, especially if you're going to, you know, design charts like this, like, you kind of need to have, you know, some kind of, you know, something to compensate for it. In fact, Rock Band Unplugged has a similar, like, you know, control scheme as these mini games do, and it actually does a better job designing its charts in a way so that you only have to, like, alternate between fingers in rapid succession. You know, on top of having you know, customizable controls. But still, it would have been nice to have been able to, you know, remap these controls to, like, other things. Like, at all. I think I might have messed up my PFC at this point. Yeah, this one's relatively easy. But yeah, I did play these songs off stream during my you know, my audio testing and my input testing to make sure that everything was working properly. Ah, man. Oh, but it says I got a new best. Okay, I think I got like one extra perfect than last time. Either that, or maybe it was just the exact same score as earlier. But it's a new best, so that's some kind of progress. Yeah, Erie's song is more so for vibes rather than difficulty. Right, yeah. If I remember correctly, this game was originally on Apple Arcade. Yeah, I heard something about that. About this game being a like a mobile game exclusive or something. Hence the best maps not being designed for control. Right, yeah, that would actually make a lot of sense. Yeah, the game originating as a touchscreen game. In fact, I think the same thing happened with games like Demo and Voez. You know, those were two games that I was considering like picking up at some point. I think Muzinx was one of those games as well. All right, let's do this last one, and I think maybe this will probably be my cutoff point, probably, because I'm about to hit my my 4-hour mark, and I am very hungry. I have not eaten anything at all today. I would very much like to satiate my hunger. Yeah, I remember this one being relatively easy as well. I don't know why I wasn't able to get the full combo on this one. Valid. Okay, yeah, thanks for understanding. Thanks for the stream. Yeah, thanks for requesting this one. Yeah, I know that you had like a second option as well. As much as I would have loved to have done that one, I think it probably would have been and I'm sure it probably would have been more challenging too. But I think this probably, yeah, I think I was probably in the right to do this one, especially considering that I just didn't really have a whole lot of time left. Whoa. God damn it, I keep forgetting. I don't know if I'm, you know, hitting something right. But either way, you know, I did buy this game hoping that I would, you know, play at one point. So I was going to play either one, you know, anyway. It's just that this game was, you know, the shorter one. At least if you're just doing, like, a single, like, playthrough. Man, why am I having such a hard time getting an FC on this one? Alright, this one's just a, it's just an endless, like, a 8th note string. Yeah, it's really unfortunate that I had to skip a, you know, the fact that I'm able to talk casually while playing this, and I'm still getting perfects like crazy. But, you know, it does make sense considering that this was an Apple Arcade game, initially. But yeah, that does put things into perspective. Okay, but yeah, that was all four of the thingies, the extra battles. Yeah, I can't help but wonder if it was. I think I have to get a 90% on all on every single song, or maybe it was just 15. I can't remember. I'll have to look at the achievement list later to see if it's like I misread anything. Thanks. Okay, yeah, but yeah, thanks for coming in. Thanks for the request. God, I'm really glad that I was able to, you know, get one more game done before the end of the month. I would have loved to have, you know, get it done yesterday, but you guys know me. So, yeah, that was that. Okay, so, yeah, let's, I guess I can probably go ahead and look for somebody to raid. Yeah, have a good night. Yeah, you too, Jet. Okay, let me see if there's anybody I can raid. I highly doubt. I didn't hear any notifications going off while I was but you know, I was able to fill up a lot of this time, you know, just talking about, you know, a lot of other stuff. Oh, okay. Let's you know, I was actually hoping that that Lloyd would be streaming today, so, and it looks like he's getting ready to finish up his Teasel Perler art, so let's go ahead and say hi to Lloyd. I was really hoping that he would be streaming today because I know that last time he raided me, I was like ending my stream, so I really wanted to try to raid him back in order to make up for it. So Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get started on it tomorrow, but for the entire month of July, I am going to be playing all of the 2D Ty the Tasmanian Tiger games, starting with Ty 2 Bush Rescue for the Game Boy Advance. So, keep a lookout for that one. I'll let you know on Discord when I end up starting that. I'm definitely looking forward to that one. Thanks everybody for joining. I'm the Negative Ion. See ya.